sensation. Visit grifflesplasma.com. Gonna get that? Answer the call from patients who need plasma and receive up to $700 your first month when you donate at a Grifols Center. Visit grifflesplasma.com.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's Original Hot and Judy's Mild Sweet Chili Hot Dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chocowinity location next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
The UPS store in Winterville is now open on Fire Tower Road, across from Marabella Pizza and beside Subway. Trust the UPS store in Winterville with pack and ship guarantee and same-day printing. When it comes to shipping, the UPS store in Winterville has everything you need in one place. The boxes, the packing material, and all the assistance along with on-site notary, passport photos, and business and printing service and freight. The UPS store, now open in Winterville 7 days a week. The UPS store in Winterville is your premier location. Go Pirates!
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this one purple!
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here, helping you get through your bye week. No football for the Pirates this Saturday, but plenty of Pirate football, Pirate hoops, and more to talk about, and we'll do it on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com, and watch the show on Facebook and on YouTube. We've picked up a lot of subscribers on our YouTube page recently. You can subscribe to Pirate Radio TV and be up to date on everything going on in the Pirate Nation, including some bye-week video from Donnie Kirkpatrick, Blake Harrell, and Mike Houston. We'll have that audio for you on today's program. Those press conferences from Wednesday evening are available to watch on your own time on YouTube at Pirate Radio TV. All right, coming up on today's program, we will hear from the ECU offensive coordinator Donnie Kirkpatrick and defensive coordinator Blake Harrell coming up later on in hour number one. Hour two, we'll start with some Pirate football talk with Kevin Monroe, of course, former Pirate, former Panther, color analyst on the Pirates IMG Sports Network. We'll get his midterm grades. We've been doing that all week. If you haven't chimed in on that yet, you can do so on Facebook Live or on Twitter. Give us your grades for East Carolina's offense, defense, special teams. Some of you like to grade the coaching as well. Whatever you got, let us know. We'll ask Kevin Monroe. He's seen it all. And get his grades coming up at 4 o'clock. Jeff Nadu joins us in the 4 o'clock hour. Eagles-Bucks tonight. Thursday night football right here on Pirate Radio. We got that one for you. He'll give his thoughts on that one. And it is Road Favorite Sunday. A lot of road favorites this week, including the Vikings against Chandler's Panthers, the Chiefs against my football team, and a ton of those. We'll go over those with the big man on campus later on in today's program. Hour 3, another busted guarantee from Touchdown Tony Collins. The busted guarantees are piling up, but Troy D's not here. We're, again, not going to pay off the mayonnaise bet. That will slip through the cracks for at least another week. So Tony's going to keep making guarantees, and if he hits a couple, he might try to wipe away his busted guarantees so far this year.
Tony usually tries to be careful with his guarantees, but he's been throwing them out this year.
I'd argue he has been pretty reckless throughout his career of guarantees. But guaranteeing ECU is going to go down to Orlando and win, that's pretty bold.
Yeah, bold.
And he should have been right. After watching the game and seeing ECU have a fourth quarter lead, he should have got that one. But it did not happen. We'll talk about that. The Patriots struggling. Pat's got the Cowboys this week. That's the last offense I want to face if my team is struggling. But we'll talk to Tony about that and a lot more here from Mike Houston as well. Shirley Rhodes is here. It's no longer her birthday, so we don't have to be nice to her, but we still will because we like her.
Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate that.
All right, do you feel like you're forced to be nice to someone on their birthday?
Well, no.
No? Okay.
Not me.
Chandler,
I mean, I don't feel forced to like anybody, anytime.
Ever.
I'm nice to everybody every day.
That is true. You are a nice fella.
I mean, I try to be nice, but there are people that, if I get the wrong vibe off of them, I'm not going to be nice.
Chandler, you remind me a lot of myself at that age.
Thanks, man.
Nice, kind.
I'll take that as a compliment.
And then that was before I just realized that the world sucked and everybody sucked, and just get jaded.
Life hardens you.
Yeah, it does. But Chandler, keep that positive vibe, that positive.
I'll try.
That positive attitude.
Disposition that you carry with yourself.
Opportunity.
Thank you. All right, let's get to today's rundown. Let's mix in some basketball talk. And it was AAC Basketball Media Days. I don't want to start the show by criticizing and saying that it looked like some of the old college productions we used to do when I was an ECU student, but it was nice.
It was not good.
It was fine. It was Zoom, so you had your regular Zoom issues. But Joe Dooley, Kim McNeil both talked. Let's start with Kim McNeil. She talked about chemistry and on the court, off the court, and how that is a strength for this women's basketball team for East Carolina.
Yeah, that's been my main focus, ever since they stepped on campus. 7 new players on a basketball team is a lot, when you have 14 scholarship kids. So we knew coming in this summer that it was going to be all about the chemistry. We did a lot of different things. We did field days. We had people come in and speak to us about leadership. And I've seen that build. You got 3 freshmen, you got 4 transfers. The transfers have come from different, philosophies. So putting 7 new kids together with 7 returnees, it's been a challenge, but it's been really good. I love where we are right now as a team. I love our chemistry off the court. I love our chemistry on the court. So I'm looking forward to the season. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited about this team.
All right, there is Kim McNeil. In the world of age of college basketball today, maybe college sports as a whole, but I think college basketball more so than any other sport, chemistry is going to be difficult, and the teams that can build it the fastest are going to have the most success. I mean, you look at the women's team, look at the men's team with all the newcomers coming in via the transfer and freshmen as well. It's not a complete overhaul like we saw 2 years ago, I guess it was, when Gardner stayed and everybody else left. This time you do have, your Tristan Newton and Brandon
Miles.
Suggs, JJ. I always leave him out. I apologize, JJ. Luigi DeBow.
He represented the Pirates today.
I know. No, he's a key returner, but for whatever reason, I skip over him. But ECU's going through that, men's and women's, and a lot of teams across the country going through that with the portal, and people want to play. And sometimes it's a coach's decision too. Don't think that this is all the players, just wanting playing time and not happy and they leave.
I mean, that's what we saw a few years ago with Dooley telling a lot of the players, hey, it's probably best that you leave the program. You probably have a better chance at somewhere else. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Sounds harsh, but they do make sure the guys land on their feet and all that. So that's part of it now. That's kind of just become the norm for college basketball. So Kim McNeil, chemistry going to be key. Same for the men's team with East Carolina. And Joe Dooley talked about how one way to develop that chemistry is to practice with everyone and have everybody together and trying to get back to somewhat normal after what everybody, including East Carolina, had to go through last year.
Well, I think everybody was in an awkward situation last year. You have, you're having practice. You're not sure who's going to practice. You have practices, which can happen even with injuries, but you have practices where you're limited numbers. You have practices where it's one person on a basket with a coach and a manager. So I think being able to have guys out there in groups of 5 and having guys being able to have a feel with each other, play pickup during the off season, play 5-on-5 more, even in the off season, probably help these guys get a feel for who each other were and what they're capable of doing. So I think it makes it a lot easier to implement offense because they have a feel for each other.
All right, there is Joe Dooley. We'll have a lot more basketball talk as we get closer to the 2021-22 season. If you missed it Tuesday, Cy Seymour joined us. He's fired up, as always. If you missed Wednesday's show, Stephen Igo and I went through the entire basketball schedule, and we talked hoops yesterday. So you can find that on Tuesday and Wednesday's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Talk a little basketball with Morgan Ehlers on Friday, as he will join us. He's the puppet master and, of course, the voice of Minji's for all those years. We'll see if he has any insight on what's going on with the new players and new faces for East Carolina. All right, moving along. What do we got number 2, Chandler? I just X'd out my Facebook page.
It is Thursday night football, the Buccaneers and the Eagles.
That it is. Also an American showdown. Probably shouldn't call it a showdown. A game between Navy and Memphis. Charleston, Georgia Southern taking on USA, South Alabama tonight. So 3 football games for your choosing. Sorry, I'll probably go the NFL route instead of the Navy-Memphis game. I'll flip back and forth.
I'll flip to it here and there.
Yeah.
See what Navy can do. They've kind of shown some type of surgence.
Righted the ship a bit, perhaps.
Yeah.
Memphis trying to get things right. They've had some bad losses, including a loss to the Temple Owls. On the football side, heck, Brady and the Bucks, they're going to keep rolling tonight?
You'd have to think so. Brady, I was talking to Tony Dunn last night at AJ's about about how he just isn't aging. And I know we're beating a dead horse here, but I mean, looking at the way he performed against Miami, the way he's still able to throw the deep ball and put it right on the money. Yeah, you got to roll with Brady and the Bucks on the road. I mean, they're on the road, but I'm rolling with the Bucks tonight over the Eagles.
Bucks, Eagles. We'll talk to Jeff Nadu. He is a Philly fan. Already got a prop bet in. You want to hear the Thursday night prop?
What is it?
Dallas Goedert out. Bucks defensively strong against the run. Eagles cannot run the ball, so Jalen Hurts is going to be throwing tonight. Zach Ertz over 4.5 catches. Now Zach Ertz he is not the Zach Ertz of old. I thought he'd be out of there by now because seemingly he wanted to go elsewhere and finish off his career somewhere else, but he's still a member of the Eagles. He is now, and he's got the same exact numbers pretty much as Dallas Goedert this year, who they drafted a few years ago, who's their new number 1 tight end. But you look at their numbers, they're very similar. Now with Goddard out, and as much as Philly's going to throw the ball tonight, I think Zach Ertz finishes with 5-6 catches.
And it's set at 4.5?
Yeah. I mean, I'm also looking at Devontae Smith. I'm looking at a lot of Eagles passing props because if the Eagles, I think their game plan is going to be to throw, but also the game is going to dictate it. If the Bucs get a lead, they're going to have to throw.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that. Good.
I see Zach Ertz's name on players available for like fantasy, or I might see him elsewhere and go, Zach Ertz, why does nobody have him? And then I forget that they have Dallas Goedert, who is their new tight end one. So, yeah, it's kind of shocking that he's still lingering in Philadelphia.
He's 30. When did he start with the Eagles?
His wife, Shirley.
I was going to say, Zach Ertz is the second best athlete in his own marriage.
Yeah.
Because he's married to Julie Ertz.
I'm a big fan of Julie.
Of the women's national team.
Zach Ertz, 2013. So he's been around a long time.
Yeah. Had a touchdown, the controversial touchdown in Super Bowl, whatever that was, against the Patriots.
Tonight, remember, folks, Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz.
It's the Zach Ertz game in a Bucs win.
Is that the Brock Lock of the week?
No. This is the Brock Prop.
Prop
of the day. That's totally different than the Lock of the week. All right. Also, you got the college football tonight. And, look, there's a lot. This is a great sports night. Because due to the amount of sports being played, I don't know if the games are super sexy, but you've got your football, your NFL, your college football. You've got Dodgers, Giants.
Do or die.
And you've got the Carolina Hurricanes facing off for the first time in 2021 as they take on the Islanders. So, a little hockey tonight. I actually watched some hockey when I got home. So, sports trivia last night, which, by the way, packed house. We had a lot of fun last night. It was a good game. Actually, we had a tie. We had to go to a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
A lot of drama. So, fun night last night at AJ's, but no playoff baseball on. We had the...
don't mention it.
We had the Hornets Mavericks on. What was the final score of that game?
127 to 59.
127 to 59.
Good God.
59 total points.
It's just preseason. Don't panic. We had that on for a while, but
RELAX.
Thank you, Aaron. We had some folks in there that wanted to watch USA and Costa Rica, so we turned it there. So we had soccer and hockey on last night.
I watched
AJ's.
the WNBA Game 2 finals, which was a very stressful but awesome game.
Mercury tied it.
Tied it up, one game apiece. Now they go to Chicago for games 3 and 4. And that'll be tomorrow night. Tip-off tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Alan Jackson said it best. Crazy about a Mercury.
Oh, man. Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner just took over that game. And the Mercury did not play well the whole game. But the last, I'd say 5 or 6 minutes, they got just enough possessions, just enough crucial threes, one of them from the GOAT herself. And they ended up pulling it out. But it's going to be a tough... It's going to be a tough series. I thought the Mercury really had it in the bag because the Sky, I didn't think the Sky were as good as they were, but if they play like they did last night, it's going to be a tough series to win.
This has been the WNBA Minute.
Yeah.
Susan, I hope everything's going okay your way. She said, I hope the Eagles and their fans get killed by the Bucs.
Wow. Susan.
I think I know where this comes from.
Yeah.
So the Eagles just beat the Panthers, but Mark Davies, he's a Pirate Radio listener. He's a Philly guy. Cooks a mean steak. I can tell you that. There was some kind of like steak cook-off going on in Winterville years ago, and Mark was in it, and I was like, I'll drop by and check yours out. And dude, that thing was hitting. But he is a filthy, dirty, low-life, scum of the earth Eagles fan. And they took a picture, him and his family. They still have a statue of. They don't have Jeans Friday Richardson up, but they have. Don't they have a statue? Is it multiple Panthers, one Panther?
Yeah,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
But him and his family were standing in front of it, giving the finger in true Philly fashion. So
come on.
I think Susan Deans is still upset about that. And wants the Eagles and their fans to get killed tonight by the Buccaneers.
To get killed?
Yeah, those are her words, not mine. I've wished death upon the Eagles for many years, so I can't really say much. That's the great thing about football, right? wishing death upon others.
Speaking of football, one of your favorite players, his number is going to get retired.
All right, don't get me started on this.
Okay, I didn't.
Emotionally, or
no, not about no. So
you don't have to talk about it.
Washington announced. Okay, you've got all this going on with Gruden.
Yep.
Emails with Bruce Allen. They're looking at Snyder and the
I see where you're going with this.
Dog organization. And so what do? 3 days before game, they say, hey, we're going to retire 21 for Sean Taylor this week. Apparently, it's according to them, and I don't believe anything that comes from that organization. This has been planned for months. Why they didn't say anything before now, I don't know. Let's just announce it 3 days beforehand. The optics are terrible. It makes it look like they're just looking for a distraction.
That's exactly what it looks like.
So the fan base just learned about this today.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I thought that it was announced maybe during the off season.
No, that would make way too much sense and be something a normal functioning organization would do.
They just announced that today.
Yes.
Wow.
Because they are the worst. I hate myself for still rooting for the damn team, but
oh my goodness,
the players have nothing to do with this. The coaches don't either. It's up top, and to make matters worse, there was an announcement on Twitter today. This is like a perfect encapsulation of everything. FedEx Field, the dump of a stadium that Washington plays in, thanks to Dan Snyder. This was a tweet today. Just announced, Coldplay is coming to FedEx Field on June the 1st, 2022. They make a Coldplay announcement a year in advance, and the Sean Taylor, who it's almost like they're using his murder, to get supporters back on their side.
That's
and to
how
get
I
people
see
to
it.
FedEx Field.
They're taking
Sunday.
advantage of a dead man.
It's just gross. Coldplay's coming next year.
Woohoo!
And by the way, this dude that got shot in his house that played for us that we all loved, we're going to celebrate him. We'll do that in a few days.
Yeah.
If you can't be here on short notice, I understand because we're just announcing it now. But, yeah, we're going to do that on Sunday. And don't look at the Dan Snyder email, Bruce Allen stuff.
It's a total cover-up. It's a total cover-up.
It is,
and they're using Sean Taylor.
It's a diversion is what it is.
Yeah, but nobody's buying it. Nobody.
Oh, of course.
We can't even like talk about how great of a player Sean Taylor was.
I want to see how the ceremony is. There's no way it's well planned.
I believe I saw a tweet this week that said Washington had the lowest fan attendance. I know Ron Rivera had to talk about the fan attendance and said that we have to do our part and win games.
Oh, why did they do? There's so many home games left.
Washington is dead last. Dallas is averaging, and these are the numbers. The numbers are the numbers. I don't know if the books are cooked or what, but Dallas is averaging 93,335 per home game. I mean, that's and look, they are cooking, they're scoring, they're fun to watch. Washington is averaging a league low 51,002 for their home games this year. Why is that? People are tired of the organization. There's still probably a faction of people that are like, they're not the Redskins, so I'm not going to support them. But I think it's more of just a complete distrust, and people are tired of Daniel Snyder and the way. And I'm one of those people. They couldn't pay me to go to that dump to watch the team play.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to go there with the traffic and the team's not good. Like, what's fun about that?
Getting paid.
Yeah, well, how much you paying me? I mean, I'll listen. But man, what a joke!
I'm sorry, man. That's terrible.
I know, and
It just amazes me how much this team has been in such disarray since Daniel Snyder has been the owner, and yet nobody is willing to kind of step in and try to I mean, what do you?
But like the league, I guess, is fine with it because there's a thought out there that the emails and all that stuff. that stuff is leaked because the NFL wants to protect Snyder and the stuff that's in there, but they don't care if Gruden gets thrown under the bus because he's not one of them.
Did you see what is it Mark Davis?
Al Davis's son, Mark Davis.
I saw a quote. Yeah, I saw a quote that says, when somebody asked about the leaked emails, and he said, "Well, I asked the NFL." He said there was something along the lines that there were 685,000 emails, and only Gruden's were made public.
Right, and now I think it was the Players Association wants all of the emails.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so obviously, if you look at that just as surface value, you're like, wait a minute. 685,000 emails and only Gruden's, pops up.
If you had a yacht,
that does sound an awful lot. That sounds an awful. Holy
Get it
cow.
out, Shirley.
I'd like to buy a vowel.
We all believe in you.
It's awfully fishy.
You see what this topic does to people?
It just they lose their ability to speak.
Apparently.
I guess, would you like to be universally hated but have like a yacht and billions of dollars?
No.
Yeah, I know. That's a tough one, right?
I don't like to be hated.
Because I could use a lot, money right now. But I also like my friends, and I like people liking me, and I like to like people.
I guess that's what makes you rich.
All right, that's BS.
And that's way too over the top positive attitude.
I know.
You need to dial that one back a bit.
Do you have that knitted on your wall, like one of those in a
Friendships
frame?
make you rich,
and I am rolling in the dough.
And man, I have got me a yacht full of people.
I guess you could say take the yacht away, but I think of it like this. I have close friends, I have acquaintances, but then there are people that don't like me for whatever reason, but I don't really care that they don't like me.
But you still want to have some people that are in your corner.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Dan Snyder.
Obviously.
That's where we're going with this.
Okay.
Mike says, would you rather ECU make the NCAA basketball tournament or get one Arn Anderson sidewalk slam to Dan Snyder? You're talking about, it's a thin line between love and hate. This is like one of my biggest loves and my biggest hates. You know what? I'm going Pirates. I'm not going to do... What is one sidewalk slam going to do anyway?
You're still going to hate him.
And he might have a bruise, and then he's going to sue me, and then, I'm done. So give me the Pirates making the NCAA tournament. I'd almost do anything for that to happen.
Anything?
I said almost anything.
Almost anything?
Yes, almost anything. And that has been today's rundown. Giants-Dodgers tonight, Game 5. Who you got?
Giants.
Dodgers are starting a reliever. I still don't know. I'm not even going to say who I want the Braves to play. I think the Giants, the Braves would have a better shot of beating the Giants, I think. But if it's the Dodgers, the Braves would have home field advantage, which is sick, which is Saturday in Atlanta, Dodgers, Braves. God, that would be awesome. So whatever happens tonight, we're there. We'll see what happens. So,
may the best team win.
May the best man win. We'll take a timeout, come back. When we return, we'll hear from Donnie Kirkpatrick and Blake Harrell. Their talks during the bye week here for ECU football. Got that and a lot more on the way on Pirate Radio Live. And we'll do it after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
0% alcohol, 0 grams of sugar, full Budweiser flavor. For all the moments you want a beer and need to stay on your game. Budweiser Zero, 0 alcohol, zero compromise.
This is Dr. Chris Hasty with Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. For more than 35 years, we've been taking care of the student athletes at East Carolina University. We are happy to have received the designation of official team physicians from the university. Whether you need assistance with a sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, my colleagues and I are here to help. For more information, please contact us at 757-2663 or visit our website at orthoeast.com.
The Dickinson Avenue Public House is a lively and diverse restaurant in Greenville that utilizes fresh and local ingredients. With influences of Creole, Asian, and upscale Southern cuisine, the DAP House offers a seasonally rotating menu and a full-service bar with rotating craft brews on tap. Come to the intersection of 8th and Dickinson and enjoy $1 off drafts on Tuesday, half-price flights on Wednesday, half-price wine bottles on Thursday, and $1 oysters Tuesday through Friday from 5:30 to 7. For more details, check out their website at daphouse.com.
At US Cellular, we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. Right now, you choose any phone and we make it free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do you suffer from allergies, asthma, or any other sinus problems? Perhaps professional cleaning of your air ducts could help. Family owned and operated in Winterville for over 22 years, Carolina Quality Air was the first certified duct cleaning company in Eastern North Carolina. From residential to commercial, they can handle any size job, big or small, including our studios here at Pirate Radio. Carolina Quality Air uses a sanitizer that kills mold in your ductwork and over 100 viruses, including the coronavirus. Visit them online at carolinaqualityair.com.
Hey Pirate fans, your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials is Shimmer Boutique. Need some purple and gold to wear? Shimmer has a great selection of clothing for men, women, and children. Need some shoes? Shimmer has the best selection of Hey Dudes around. Need a cooler for tailgating? Shimmer has you covered with a huge selection of Yeti and outdoor accessories. Shimmer, just 1 minute from the stadium on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville and Jacksonville. Find us online at shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates!
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet. Then come find yours at Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville.
Pirate Radio.
It's great to be on. This is an honor. You know, Pirate Radio is kind of a cult following around North Carolina, so I'm excited.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Domino's of Greenville has 3 locations to take care of you. Take advantage of the week-long carry-out deal of all 3 topping pieces for only $7.99. Order online today at Domino's.com. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Barat.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. By the way, I was watching some of the AAC basketball media days on YouTube, and pop quiz, Chandler, who is the head basketball coach of the Cincinnati Bearcats?
I watched a little bit of it too today, and I saw him, and I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea who he was. Oh no!
What?
No, I was gonna say Wes Miller, but it's not.
Wes Miller is correct.
Wes Miller?
I forgot about that.
He took the Cincinnati job.
Went from UNCG to there. So, I had completely forgot that he was the coach
Wes
there.
Miller. Carolina guy.
Yeah, went to North Carolina. So
he was at Wilmington at one point?
Nah.
Nah.
Buzz Peterson was at Wilmington, I think.
Keats was, too. I was thinking of Keats.
Yeah, not the same guy. Just found that interesting. And Brian Gregory, former coach at Georgia Tech, is at South Florida because Georgia Tech's coach is our buddy Josh Pastner.
Josh Pastner.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the we'll do coaching carousel quizzes for Chandler every day because it helps me too, because I'm behind on basketball. I need to prepare for this upcoming season. And not to be the old guy, but I am an old guy. It was better back in the day when you knew who was on every roster and you knew the coach and you knew everything.
And my favorite coach in the AAC, other than Joe Dooley, obviously, is probably
Ron Hunter.
Ron Hunter.
Yeah, he's Mr. Excitement, Mr. Entertainment.
I'll never forget his son knocking down that three in the tournament and him
Georgia
falling off that stool.
Yeah. Because I think, didn't he get hurt celebrating?
Yes, he was on a stool because he was hurt. And then he just fell off
He fell off the stool celebrating.
Yes.
So that was fun. All right, let's hear from Donnie Kirkpatrick, the Bud Light EC Report brought to you by Bud Light. No Bud Light pregame tailgate this Saturday. We will reconvene with you next Saturday at noon, and we'll go noon to 4 for ECU and Houston. Donnie Kirkpatrick met with the media on Wednesday. Donnie was ready to move on, kind of tongue-in-cheek, but Stephen Igo wanted to ask about last week, and here's how that sounded.
Missed opportunities, just how does the theme come out of the game? You just rewatch the film, how frustrated were you guys?
Okay, Igo, you're still on the last week's game.
Hey, the first time we got a chance
we
to
ever get to the next game around here, Muffin?
No.
You know what? Going back, digging that wound back up again there. It totally was that. It was totally that when you analyze it and you review the film and you kind of have an idea, I guess, after the game, but you don't know it as well till you watch it again. We felt like we left 18 to 14 points without doing anything extraordinary. Not saying somebody would have jumped a tall building or something, outran a speeding train or something, that were there. That okay, all you have to do is just execute a simple assignment, okay? For example, the first drive, you drive it, we've driven it about 70 yards, and he fumbles the ball. And it wasn't a vicious hit. It wasn't, a decapitation, not like the guy made some great play. Now the guy did slide off a block, give him credit with that, but it was poor ball security from a guy that really doesn't fumble very much. We haven't had that issue. Second drive, we're driving the ball down the field, and we have a quarterback sneak situation out of a huddle break, and we make more than enough yards, and the tight end didn't get set, which there was no reason for that. Everybody else was set. 10 guys are set, one guy's not set. So it's a mental error just of some reason right there, stalls that drive, puts us back at 3rd and 7, back. We'd been right there around the 20-yard line. We have another drive, 3rd and 6. We run an option route with the back. He may not have made the right option, but he was still open, could have hit him on the throw. We scramble. We make a great throw and catch, but he's out of the end zone, which that's part of the game. You got to know when you're down. Should have run the ball. Should have made a better decision. Runs the ball, he probably scores. He surely makes the first down. Okay. We settle for a field goal there. We don't have any points in the other ones. Could have had anywhere from 6 to 14 in the other one. And then we have another one where we just make 2 bad reads, where we had the play called and just make bad decisions. So we have to settle for a field goal. So that it was all once we got down there too. Because they're a good defense, you're not going to just wipe them out. You're not just going to run it down their throats, or throw it over their heads all the time. But we were playing good enough to have had somewhere between 14 and 18 more points, and that is the frustration part. That right there is really, really, because you got to not beat yourself up all week with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But it's hard not to when you don't have a game, especially to not keep thinking, "Wow, we have really closed the gap here and got ourselves in position to win. Now we got to do it, though." You know what I'm saying? Because close doesn't count.
All right, there is Donnie Kirkpatrick. Missed opportunities, the phrase that pays for Saturday night's game. And you focus on kind of what happened towards the end of the game with the Pirates having a chance to win it while they're on the field on offense. But a key moment in the game early, Keaton Mitchell's fumble. Pirates are driving, ready to get an early score. That was pointed out by callers on the fifth quarter, as well it should be. And Donnie was asked about that today by Nate Summers from the Daily Reflector. What do you do or say to Keaton Mitchell after he fumbles a ball like that in the red zone?
I mean, a guy like Keaton, you don't go out there and beat him up, physically or mentally, because there is a point in there where I guess you can have them overthinking, and then they won't ever run very well with the ball. You just keep doing those drills, though, and we do a lot of ball security drills here. They're very competitive. They're very tough drills. The offense kids don't particularly love them. I tell them all the time, I get it. You go to summer camp, and they got ping pong, they got canoeing, they got, go to the water park. They got ball security drills. Nobody signs up to go do ball security drills where people are going to be punching you, hitting you, and pulling you. But in the end, you're going to be glad you went to ball security class, because you're going to end up having the ball. And so we just do those again. And because it was a technique deal. There's a basic principles that you coach: 5 pressure points, the ball high and tight, 2 hands, which means actually grab the wrist. You don't actually put another hand on the ball. So it's very specific. Coach Foster does a phenomenal job with that, and you just go back and you just keep doing those fundamentals.
All right, Donnie Kirkpatrick there on the ball security, which has not really. I remember Rajay, was it last year? Well, it had to be last year. That was his only year. I don't want to say he had a fumbling issue, but he had an issue of trying to break tackles, and on the 4th or 5th hit he'd take after being poked at and hit, he would lose the ball. That seemed to happen a few times last year. I wouldn't say these running backs have had an issue of fumbling the football. So when Keaton Mitchell did fumble the other night, it was a bit of a surprise. You just hope it's not a reoccurring thing, and you obviously got to cash that in when you get close to the end zone. I go ask both Coach Houston and Donnie Kirkpatrick about Walter Simmons, who came in as a quarterback for East Carolina this year, and asked about his progress. Cut 3.
Well, he is still a great athlete. In fact, he's a better athlete every day that we see him. He's doing a fantastic job for the defense, running the scout team when they're playing against running quarterbacks, like we did against Charleston Southern, I guess, who had a guy who could really run. He did a great job that week. He's done a good job already. They've prepped a little bit for Navy, a little bit, so you've got to start to do that a little bit early. And he's learning to play quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He would he can play. Yes, he can play quarterback at this level. He's not better than the guys we got right now today to play quarterback, because he just is not ready with the system. He's not ready to make the throws. We would have to adjust the offense, but we recruited him for that reason, because I wanted a athletic quarterback that could beat you with his feet, could beat you with running like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put that on him that he's Lamar Jackson. All the kids call him Lamar, for that reason somewhat. There was a time when a lot of people said, well, Lamar's not going to play quarterback. They're going to end up moving him too. And now see what's happening there. Now, for every one of those, there's a Dwayne Harris that walks in your office someday and goes, you know what? I think I'd like to play right now. I don't know if I want to wait anymore. So we'll see how that plays out. But we love him. It's great that he's here, and he's doing a fantastic job of doing what he's asked to do right now.
All right, Donnie was asked how he's handling the guys during the bye week, the starters, the backups, the young guys. What's the plan?
Well, it has definitely been a week that you can rest some of your guys that have played like every snap. We've let Holton rest a little bit this week because he needs it. He's been in there so much. We've let those running backs rest a little bit, in the competitive drills, because now Pop's gotten more work, Lorenzo's gotten more work in those situations. There's a couple of the receivers we've done that with too. We don't have enough linemen really to probably do it. We're using them to get through practice anyhow, but we've been able to work them in the drills. We've been able to work them more in the team situations. And then after every practice, we've had about a 10-play little scrimmage where they've gotten in there, and that's been fantastic to watch that. And then tomorrow, we're going to go a lot more. We're going to go as many places we can go tomorrow, just so that they can have some live game action. So a back can run knowing he's going to get tackled live. The guy's got to actually tackle the guy. The receivers know that. The linemen know that. So it has been a good week to do that. The open dates come, right in the middle of the season, which I guess is pretty good timing. You hate to go into open date. For me, I hate to go into it after a loss, because that's the thing that keeps you going. If you got another game, you don't have time to sit there and like I say, the shoulda, coulda, woulda too much. But at the same time, I think it will give us some time to maybe gain up a little bit, rest up, get a couple guys a little more healthy, because nobody's healthy by this time 100%. Everybody's got aches and pains, so they can rest up. He's going to give them some good time off this weekend, and then we got a great opponent now. Houston's playing well defensively, like fourth in the country in total defense. They're lights out right now. So we just went into Central Florida, who I thought we had great respect for their personnel, and unfortunately we put it on. We were like, oh my God, Houston looks even better. So hey, but that's life. That's college football.
Going into the year, we kind of rate the toughest games on the schedule for East Carolina. Might have undervalued Houston heading into the year, at least the way they're playing right now. Got off to that the opening season loss to Texas Tech, and you thought, okay, maybe Holgerson doesn't have much going here, but they have not lost the game since then, and are playing very well. We'll break it all down next week as we get ready to take on the Cougs. Earlier this week we did our grades. We asked the folks here. I gave out my own grades. We had you chime in on Facebook and Twitter, and Stephen Igo asked Donnie Kirkpatrick to grade his offense through 6 weeks. Cut 5.
I don't know. We don't do that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff y'all do, and that's great. I know people enjoy reading that. We grade them every week, on the game and stuff like that. I don't ever want to be 3-3. I hope I'll never get to where I settle for 3-3. Now, the reality of that is that going into the season, there was a scenario there where I thought this could be really bad still, you know what I'm saying? Even though I think we're better. We are better. I don't know if everybody knows that or not, but we're better. It was 31-7 the last time we went down there at half or something, and this time we should have won the game. We really feel like we should have won the game. We didn't feel like we should have won the game 2 years ago down there. We didn't feel like we should have beat them last year after that game. We said, they're better than we are. We've closed the gap a lot. Now, we got to get over the hump, because that's the only thing that matters, is winning and losing in this business. I'm saying the horseshoes, you can get close, I guess, whatever. But in football, you got to win. So I'm just in a place where if I thought about it, I'd sit there and I'd be really disappointed. We should be scoring more points. We have that opportunity. We have done that at times. We've shown the ability. I tell the offense every day, the only team that stopped you is yourself. You know what I'm saying? And ourselves. So that part, I'd be disappointed. But at the same time, they're a great bunch of guys. They are getting better. They're fun to be around. They're fun to coach. I think the next 6 games is going to really be good for us. So we're just going to keep focusing on, straight ahead.
All right. Donnie Kirkpatrick sounds a lot like us on the outside watching it. Thinks they should be better, should have more points, have more wins than they have at this juncture in the season. And finally, what are Donnie Kirkpatrick's plans for a Saturday off week?
Bye week Saturday is a dream. You're right. I hadn't had a chance to maybe plan it out by the hour, but my wife says I do that. I got to run my personal life like it's a practice schedule. I'm sick enough that I'll watch a lot of football. I know some guys will not, but I actually will. But I won't be nervous, and I won't have an upset stomach about it, and the outcome will not affect me nearly as much as it does when I'm involved in it, but I will watch that. So that'll probably be the most of it, to be honest with you. If the Red Sox were playing or the Braves were playing, I will definitely be watching some of the baseball, because I'm a huge baseball fan, obviously, as some people know. But I'll be out recruiting, and I'm looking forward to that. It's been so long since we've been on the road that I'm really excited about. I don't get to go till Friday. Some of the coaches are going tonight and leaving, but I'm really looking forward to just getting out and seeing a high school game, believe it or not, too, and eating an old cruddy hot dog at the game or something, which is, I don't know, it's just fun. Somebody eating a hot dog at the game, right?
All right. Cruddy hot dogs in Donnie Kirkpatrick's plans. John Moody tweeted, #know what I'm saying? Donnie goes to that one quite a bit. And then, of course, Chandler hits him with the whale every time. Donnie, what you think, Donnie?
Well.
Donnie K, their ECU offensive coordinator. And let's hear from Blake Harrell after this timeout. We'll take a break. We'll come back, wrap up hour number 1. We'll hear a little bit from Blake Harrell. Still got some Mike Houston audio to get to. We got Kevin Monroe. I'll ask him to grade the Pirates through 6 games of the 2021 season. He joins us at 4 o'clock on today's show. A lot of Pirate football talk for an off week on this Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We roll on after this.
Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
The Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of flowers, each carried by someone committed to ending this disease. Right now, we need you to add your flower to the fight. Take part in the walk to help raise funds and awareness for a breakthrough in the fight against Alzheimer's and all other dementia. Come and join us on Saturday, October 23rd in New Bern, or you can walk from home by going to alz.org/walk.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Are you starting to plan your holiday travel for this year? Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Sawyer's Fun Park is now open in Greenville. This state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility features a 2-story LED interactive laser tag, a one-of-a-kind 2-story ninja course, a ropes course with a 180-degree zip line, and it's only one of 5 in the country that are indoors. Multiple climbing walls, a super cool arcade with 40-plus games, and a brand-new full-service cafe and bar for adults. Visit the brand-new Sawyer's Fun Park, now open, located right behind ARU on Corey Road, Greenville.
Pirate Nation, the newest sports bar is Coors Bar and Grill, offering gourmet burgers, hot dogs, and wings with unique flavors Greenville has never seen. Pirates like to drink too. Coors Bar and Grill offers a selection of 10 beers on tap and over 50 different craft beers. Come check us out at Coors Bar and Grill, open Wednesday to Sunday, 11 to 11, located at the shopping center next to Krispy Kreme. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram and be on the lookout for Quarters Cash hidden around downtown Greenville. Coors Bar and Grill, the plunder never tasted so good.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Have you been waiting to try CBD? ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road in Greenville is the area leader in CBD. We want to educate you on how our products work with your endocannabinoid system. These products are all natural and non-addictive. ENS offers a variety of products to meet your needs. Tinctures, edibles, topicals, and even smokable items. Customer feedback indicates relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. ENS Hemp is located on Fire Tower Road. Also, check us out on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Pirate Radio.
We have a standard for the way you're going to play, and we're going to start making sure that we point out those that are meeting the standard, and everybody else has to rise to that. You have to. There is no choice. You have to rise to the standard, because the standard is what wins.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All right, I want Chico's.
Alrighty then.
Now that you mentioned that. We got a Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard update.
Uh-oh.
Because new dad, Harold Varner III, is out in Vegas playing at the CJ Cup Summit something. And he has just teed off, it appears. He is even after one hole. The leader, Greeny, said it last week. It was a birdie fest. They're playing at the same course, I believe, in Vegas as they were a week ago. And it looks like it's a birdie fest today because the leader, Robert Streb, is through 16, and he is 10 under par. So on pace for 40 under. But HV3 even through one. This is a Greeny also said, Mark Greenhelge, that when I asked him a few weeks ago, when will we see the big names that were in the Ryder Cup back on the PGA Tour playing in tournaments? And he said probably this week. And he's right. You got some big names in this tournament. So new dad, HV3 on the course. We'll keep an eye on what he's got going on, even right now. So what you got, Chandler?
He had a baby.
Did you hear about that?
I did.
Yeah. Liam. That's the name, right?
Yeah, that's the name I saw on the bib.
Okay.
Was it a bib?
How'd you see the bib? You just saw a picture of the baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought he called him HV4.
It's Harold Liam Varner the Fourth.
Now that's
HV4. So is Liam his middle name?
I'm gonna say
I guess so. If he's the fourth, I did not know that. So are they calling him Liam or Harold?
Liam.
Okay.
Varner.
We got to get Harold on the show to clear all this up. It doesn't have his middle name on Wikipedia, so I'm going to assume that's it if he's the fourth. So HV4. All right, there's your Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard update presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Let's move on and hear from... Oh, we're almost out of time. Let's hear a couple of Blake Harrell cuts. He gave his thoughts on the defensive performance against the UCF Knights.
Told the guys, hey, you hold the UCF to 3 points in the first half. I think, we were in a prevent defense right there before the half, last play of the half, and they get about 20, 25 yards rushing. You take that away, they'd get about 125 yards in the first half total offense. So that's pretty impressive against a team that, has been really high-powered offense. And those are the same players. Dylan Gabriel's not out there, but, 2 years ago, Dylan Gabriel was a freshman. And this kid is, to me, a clone of Dylan and a really good player, going to be a really good player. We didn't know who Dylan Gabriel was 2 years ago, and he obviously won a bunch of games. But I told our guys, you hold UCF to 20 points. That's something to be proud of. That's the lowest point total they've had since 2016. I think the lowest point total they've had at home since 2015. So you did some good things and things to be proud of. Third down played well, but the last drive especially, keeps our players up, keeps me up. Just that, hey, woulda, shoulda, coulda, those type of things, and how this could have been different, how that could have been different, and we could have done this or done that. So those are always things that, as a coach, going to keep you up, not just for a night or two, but for a long time. And we got to take it, learn from it, move on, and get ready for Houston at this point in time.
All right, one more from Blake Harrell before we take a timeout. Actually, let's take cut 3 because that was the biggest sticking point of Saturday night. We were all in here watching the game, wondering why are they not sending pressure on 4th and 8. Blake Harrell was asked about the 4th and 8 there at the end of the UCF game.
Yeah, so that's the one to keep you up, right? Because it's 4th and 8, it's time to get off the field. It's around the, just across their side of the field there. You don't want to expose yourself and give up a big play or, possibly let them get in the end zone right there. So you got two trains of thoughts. One, hey, let's go win it. Let's get off the field right here, get the ball back to our offense. And it could be game, even though they had 3 timeouts at the time. Another train of thought is, hey, we want to win it, get a stop, but we want to make sure we don't give up anything stupid, give up a big play and let them drop. And, we zeroed out the play before. On 3rd and 8, we zeroed out, brought 7, put our guys in a little man-man, so stretch those guys back there. Our tendency is probably, my tendency over the last 2 seasons is 4th down. We're coming to get you. We're zeroing out. We're bringing 7. We're bringing the house. And thought they'd have a plan for that. We got the route we thought we'd get. The back leaked out. You know, earlier in the game, they ran the same route, and the back leaks and sits to the field, right where Bruce was sitting. This time he leaks out, and we kind of sink a little bit too far and don't drive it as good as we should. And, you know, he gets the first down there. So, you know, we all look at ourselves. Players are pulling the thumb and say, hey, what could I have done better on this rep? You know, I'm pulling the thumb and say, how could I put us in a better call on this rep? So you got to learn from it. You got to move on. And like you said, that will keep you up for a long time. It's frustrating because you could easily be sitting here, 4-2. You know, a couple more breaks, you could be sitting here 5-1. You know, a couple other breaks the other way, we could be sitting here 1-5. So at the end of the day, thank God we're 3-3, and we got a lot of work left to do, and a lot of season left to play. 6 games that I feel really good about going and competing and getting some wins and trying to get to a bowl game and see if we can't make a little noise in this conference and be there, you know, come late November playing for something that matters.
All right, Blake Harrell there. In my feeble football mind, I think they should have blitzed there, but after talking to DJ Ford about it some on Monday, after hearing Harrell there, we're going to table this discussion, take a break, because I want to ask Kevin Monroe about it. He played on the field in the D1 college football and the NFL, and he knows defense. We'll ask him what he thought about that play and dive into it more and get his progress report on East Carolina through 6 games of the season. K-Mug joins us when we kick off hour number 2 after these words.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com. Gonna get that? Answer the call from patients who need plasma and receive up to $700 your first month when you donate at a Grifols Center. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
On Saturdays, your team needs you. Your sofa needs you. And you need a Jersey Mike's sub. Get it all with free Saturday delivery when you order through the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. This Saturday, while you watch the game at home, we're watching the grill at Jersey Mike's. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery on Saturdays. Unless you're going to miss hearing this. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure you have the best comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you on the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us on Greenville Boulevard in the public shopping center right near the stadium. Be sure to run with us on Facebook and Instagram. Fleet Feet, we run for you. Go Pirates!
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership, savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
There are times in our lives when we feel like we have hit rock bottom with nowhere to go, but that is actually when God is closest to us and building us into who we are meant to be. Hi, I'm Holt Nailers, and that's how Built When Broken was formed. BuiltWhenBroken.com is an apparel brand to remind people not only where they've come from, but also where they are going. Visit BuiltWhenBroken.com to get the latest BWB apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. BuiltWhenBroken.com, apparel for our walk through life.
Discount Mattress and Furniture, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Everything must go up to 75% off. Air conditioners, $199. Refrigerators, $199. Dryers, $199. Queen mattresses, $199. ECU purple chairs, $99. Everything must go up to 75% off. Discount Mattress and Furniture, by the railroad track, 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. Winning is not everything, it's the only thing.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is sponsored by Signs and Tint, Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more. Visit Sign and Tint today at 801 Staten Road in Greenville, or book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Touchdown. Tony Collins going to join us at 5 o'clock. We'll talk Pirates. We'll talk NFL. Got Jeff Nadu in just a moment. His Eagles are playing the Bucks tonight on Thursday Night Football. We'll look at that and all of the NFL action from a gambling perspective on with Jeff Nadu coming up in just a little bit. He likes the Cowboys. He liked them going into the year, and we'll talk to a Cowboys fan now. Other than that, he's a great guy. Kevin Monroe joins us on the Fixed NC Live line. Kevin, appreciate your time as always. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, Clip. I hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing well. And Kevin, real quick, Shirley, let's hit the Blake Harrell cut we just ran. We'll continue the discussion we had from a moment ago because I want to get Kevin's take on this. This is Blake Harrell today. Yesterday, he was asked about the 4th and 8 call and gave his reasoning for not blitzing on 4th and 8 against UCF. At the end of that game, they get a first down, end up scoring a touchdown. Here's Blake Harrell, cut 3, Shirley.
Yeah, so that's the one to keep you upright because it's 4th and 8. It's time to get off the field. It's around the just across their side of the field there. You don't want to expose yourself and give up a big play or possibly let them get in the end zone right there. So you got two trains of thoughts. One, hey, let's go win it. Let's get off the field right here, get the ball back to our offense. And it could be game, even though they had 3 timeouts at the time. Another train of thought is, hey, we want to win it, get a stop, but we want to make sure we don't give up anything stupid, give up a big play, and let them drop. And, we zeroed out the play before. On 3rd and 8, we zeroed out, brought 7, put our guys in a little man-to-man, so stretch those guys back there. Our tendency is probably, my tendency over the last 2 seasons is 4th down. We're coming to get you. We're zeroing out. We're bringing 7. We're bringing the house. And thought they'd have a plan for that. We got the route we thought we'd get. The back leaked out. Early in the game, they ran the same route, and the back leaks and sits to the field, right where Bruce was sitting. This time he leaks out, and we kind of sink a little bit too far and don't drive it as good as we should. And, he gets the first down there. So, we all look at ourselves. Players are pulling the thumb and say, hey, what could I have done better on this rep? I'm pulling the thumb and say, how could I put us in a better call on this rep? So you got to learn from it. You got to move on. And like you said, that will keep you up for a long time. It's frustrating because you could easily be sitting here, 4-2. A couple more breaks, you could be sitting here 5-1. A couple other breaks the other way, we could be sitting here 1-5. So at the end of the day, thank God we're 3-3. And we got a lot of work left to do. And a lot of season left to play, 6 games that I feel really good about going and competing and getting some wins and trying to get to a bowl game and see if we can't make a little noise in this conference and be there, come late November playing for something that matters.
That's ECU defensive coordinator Blake Harrell. Kevin Monroe joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. Kevin, you can break down a million plays from a game, but that one really stands out because the Pirates had a chance to get off the field, get the ball back, and hopefully from there kill the clock and win that game in Orlando. I'm here with Weaver, with Shirley and Chandler. We're screaming at the TV, where are the linebackers? Where's the blitz? Send the blitz after this young guy. Talking to DJ Ford Monday, he said that they did – in some other plays that other night, did a good job where they did sit back and not blitz, and it confused the quarterback, and they were able to make plays. So I kind of see it from both sides. Let's get the former defensive players' point of view, Kevin. Break down that call and that result for us. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I go back to, a Steve Logan quote after the Pirates went for 2 in Morgantown against West Virginia, didn't get it, and ended up losing that game, I think 10-9, back in like 1996, something like that. And he's interviewed, and it's a famous quote, and he's eyes are bulging out of his head, and he says, "You're at East Carolina, you go for 2." And it's one of those things where this program has just been down. It's been down for the last several years. Everybody knows it. We're fighting for everything that we get. And, he said it himself. The options were go for broke and go for the win, or sit back and try to get a stop and don't give up a big play. Well, at East Carolina right now, you go for broke. And no one's gonna look at him and say, "Why did you blitz on 4th and 8?"
Right.
If they end up getting a big play. That's what you do as a defensive coordinator, is you go try to make a play. And so, I appreciate him owning up to the fact that he considered it and just made a different choice. It's not like he was being defensive and saying, "No, I never would have blitzed on a play like that." He owned up to it. He said, I chose the other route. But I was standing right there in the booth right next to him, and I was saying, I hope we bring pressure right here. And it just didn't happen.
Yeah, and that's what we were so fired up about the previous week. East Carolina going for it on 4th down, sending the blitz, being aggressive, and being the aggressor in games. And that was so much fun to see at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium against Tulane. And look, the Pirates made some plays the other night, left a lot of plays on the field, Kevin. And you talk about owning up to it. Another big play in that game, and there was a bunch of them that we could break down. But Holton Ahlers has a clear path to a first down, potentially a touchdown. They're going from right to left on the TV anyway, and he throws it to C.J. Johnson instead. Johnson runs out of room, can't get the feet in, and they have to settle for 3. And we talked to Holton about that, and what happened to Holton, and he said, "Well, nothing. I should have ran. It's right there in front of me. Looking back on it, I should have ran the football, got the first down, potentially got the touchdown." So it's one of those things, Kevin. It's a split-second decision. They're not all going to go your way. I do like the fact that they're not making excuses and owning up to it. They're basically saying, "Yeah, I messed up in that moment." So yeah, and unfortunately, you had too many of those the other night, because that game, man, that was. I think you'll agree, Kevin. That was there for the taking for the Pirates.
That's no question. Listen, lots of different things could have happened this season. We maybe probably didn't deserve that Marshall win, the way we stormed back and beat Marshall on the road. I'm sure Marshall is counting that as a game they should have in the win column right now. And so, yeah, it's easy for me to say we should be 5-1 right now, because that South Carolina game was definitely a game in the win column, and the UCF game was definitely a game in the win column. And for Holton, I mean, that's just the instinct for a player with his capabilities is to run the ball. So he's actually going against instinct, how to make a play in a small window in the corner of the end zone, as if that's the better play. And that's what confuses me, and that's what bothers me about decision making, not just from Holton but from a lot of people on the team, is that why not make the instinctual easy play? I see green grass, I go get it. I go get the first down. And when he was a freshman and he run all over the field and he beat Carolina, it was instinct that made him good. And he tried to throw, but when it broke down, he took off and made a play. And now I think he's putting too much pressure on himself to be this throwing quarterback and to not run so much. And that's not what we're asking him to do. We're asking him to make plays and move the chains. And maybe it's finally sunk in now that it was a huge play in a game that maybe could have cost us, and maybe he'll run more. I don't know, but it's frustrating to watch people make decisions, and when you hear fans get upset about Holton or this player or that player, they're usually not saying this person can't play. everyone knows Holton can play. They're usually saying, I don't understand why he did this. Why won't he do this? You see what I'm saying? And so when you keep hearing that, you think you're going to start to change and make those decisions, and we're waiting on it.
Yeah, and we were sitting here, and you can, I think you kind of hit it there, Kevin, with Holton, but we were sitting here during that defensive call saying, did Blake Harrell just kind of overthink himself there? And he talked about the tendencies, and he doesn't want the offense to know what he's going to do, but if you blitz and send more than they can block and get to the quarterback, it's going to work even if they do know what you're going to do. It sounds like they're overthinking things. I mean, as a former player, Kevin, is that something you can relate to where you think too much and bad things can happen on a football field?
You know, lucky for me, when I was playing, we had some really good defenses, right? And so even if a blitz wasn't called, we had some guys that were going to beat an offensive lineman. We had some linebackers that were just going to make plays with effort. And so, we could rely on sitting back and making a play. This East Carolina defense is young. They're learning. They're getting better. I mean, this is a defense that wasn't very good just a year ago. And so it's too soon to say, hey, this is a great defense. We're just going to sit back and cover people and we'll make a play. You got to go for what you think is going to have the best chance of landing. And I'm with you. You blitz more guys than they can block. That's probably got a better chance of landing than sitting back and trying to cover.
Kevin Monroe joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. A frustrating one there for the Pirates, 3-3 now on the season. Kevin, we did this with the listeners and our social media viewers earlier this week. Put it out on Twitter, Facebook, got a lot of responses on grades. It's the midterm, 6 down, 6 to go. Grade the offense, defense, special teams. You don't have to fully participate and give me a letter if you want, Kevin, but I at least want your thoughts. Let's start with the offense through 6 games this season. What kind of grade, what's on their progress report from Mr. Monroe?
Well, I thought that, 6 games into the season, the offense would be what was carrying this team, and that we would have to outscore people. Because, I felt good about the way the year ended last year with Blake Harrell's defense, but it's still a young defense, and there were still some defensive backs I had questions about. There's still some defensive linemen I had questions about. I felt pretty good about linebackers, but I just felt like the offense could have to carry the team. And, with the talent you've got at the receiver position, with the talent you have at the running back position, I know the offensive line had to make some changes, and, they hadn't played together. You got an experienced quarterback. I just thought they would be better than they are. So, I don't know if I want to give them a grade, but I would just say they're underperforming through the first half of the year.
All right, flip to the defense, Kevin. If the offense isn't carrying the thing so far, you can look at the results, look at the games. The defense has kept East Carolina in both of these losses. We're talking about the close ones with South Carolina and with UCF. They got gashed on the ground by App State in the opener. But how about your progress report on the defense so far?
Yeah, I love what the defense is doing. I love the effort. I love the depth. I love the size and speed. And I love that they'll just, put their helmet in the right spots and hit you hard. It's fun to watch. Do they give up some yards from time to time? Sure they do. Do they give up some plays from time to time? Yeah, but they're also very opportunistic. How many times have we seen them knock the ball out at the 1 yard line and get a touchback? That's happened twice already this year.
Yeah.
They're getting picks. They're getting picks at a crazy rate. They are definitely overperforming, and they are what's keeping this team in games and what's keeping this team going this season.
Special teams wise, Kevin, they haven't been great. They haven't been awful. They've been, and you can kind of break it down. John Young has probably been above average. Owen Daffer's getting better after missing some early on. Missed his first extra point, hadn't missed one since, and haven't gotten or given up a big play in the return game. So, do you are they kind of at meeting expectations, I guess, at this point?
I would go so far as to say that special teams is overperforming. Now, the one area we're missing right now is the return game. Hasn't popped a big one. We're not getting a ton of yards in the return game, but we're not giving up anything. Tyler Snead is very sure-handed back there. He makes the fair catches when he needs to. He gets whatever yards he can get out of each return, and we're not having turnovers. So I love that. Owen Daffer, if you remember, the very first kick of his career was a missed extra point. And me and Jeff looked at each other and we were like, oh, boy, this is a long year. We later find out it was a bad snap, and it wasn't on him. And every kick since then, even though he hasn't made all of them, every kick since then has been hit on the nose. They look good going up. They're not always going to go through the uprights. The best kickers in the NFL don't always go through the uprights. but they look good, and he looks confident. And so I love what he's doing. John Young, I mean, that kid, unbelievable, because the Larson kid behind him could be, an all-conference punter. He's not even getting on the field because John Young is punting so good. Good hang time, good distance, loved what he's doing all year long. And then the thing we don't talk about much is kick coverage. I was on the kickoff coverage team my whole career, and it's all about effort. All about effort. Guys like Tegan Wilk, guys like Mooney, the ex running back. I mean, those guys are getting down there in a hurry and making plays, and people are not getting big kickoff returns. So love to see what they're doing, because Daffer is not Verity as it pertains to kicking the ball through the end zone and getting touchbacks. He doesn't get touchbacks at a high rate, so you got to go down there and cover and make sure kickoff return game doesn't kill you. And he's done a great job of that. So I love what the special teams has been doing.
I think it was the last game, right, Kevin? I heard you say that sooner or later these guys are going to start fair catching because they're getting popped and not getting to the 25 on kick returns.
And it happened the very next time the guy fair caught it. When that first became a rule, I thought that was the craziest thing I'd ever seen, because as a kickoff return man, you might as well take off your pads and go to the locker room. You're not going to return the football with nobody down there to hit you. But that's become a thing, because teams want the ball at the 25-yard line, 30-yard line, wherever they give it to you if you fair catch it, instead of you trying to make it back to the 20. But that's where we're at right now in college football.
Kevin, I've heard this is a big week for younger guys. They're going to have some type of scrimmage for the younger players during the bye week. So it's almost like a showcase game for them to show the coaches what they've got, what they've been doing on the scout team, what they've been trying to do every day in practice. And who knows, maybe that leads to a little more playing time the second half of the season, because I went over this the other day. We've seen a little bit of Garcia here and there. We haven't seen anybody behind Harris and Mitchell at running back. And really, outside of Snead, CJ, Audie, and Hatfield, we haven't seen any of the young receivers either. So I guess that's a good thing. The Pirates have been healthy enough where they haven't had to go to the second, third string. But maybe we see that in the second half of the season. And this seems like a big week, kind of a showcase game for these younger guys going on today.
Yeah, but you always have to remember, Cliff, in this day and age of the transfer portal, you got to get guys on the field. Yeah. Because if you don't get them on the field, they get disgruntled and they want to leave. And you can say as a coach, so be it, I'll replace them, but not so fast. I mean, some guys you don't want to replace. Some guys you want to keep here. You want to get them on the field. You want them to have their time. It just may not be their time today. So finding a way to get some of these guys on the field just to keep them happy, just to keep them, hungry is not a terrible idea. And I can remember you talking about this week being kind of the young players and scrimmaging, that kind of thing. I didn't play at all my true freshman year. I was redshirted, and so my job was I was scout team, so my job was to get the first team offense ready for every game, every week. And so I went as hard as I could go. I'm trying to pick off Marcus Crandall. I'm trying to make hits on Scott Harley. I'm doing whatever I can do to get those guys ready. And the first team offense hated me. You can ask Jason Nichols back in the day. They hated me. They're like, Monroe, slow down. Stop going so fast, blah, blah, blah. Because you're out there trying to get on the field, trying to make those guys better. And when I was standing on the sidelines and I watched the team beat, Stanford for the 95 Liberty Bowl, I'm thinking I helped get these guys ready to play. I took special pride in that because of how hard we went at practice. And so that's what these guys are doing all year long, is they're trying to get these guys ready. And when they get their opportunity to get in scrimmages and things like that and go best on best for rookies, they want to show the coaches what they can do, because that's the only way to get them on the field.
That's awesome, man. Kevin, I have no doubt you went hard at that. I do have to question, though, how many times did you tackle Scott Harley to the ground?
Oh, yeah. You don't tackle star players to the ground. I just meant bottom up,
Okay, all right. I don't know.
A little bit, that's all.
I would not want to get in front of that train, but he had some days here at East Carolina running the football. Kevin Monroe joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. Kevin, we'll let you go. As we do, how you feeling about your boys playing the Patriots this week? You confident?
I feel pretty good, but, it's Bill Belichick. And, I take Bill Belichick coaching over my coach any day. So I just hope that we out-athlete them, as coaches like to say, and that they, the scheme that they have ready for us just doesn't match the athletes that we put against them. So I feel pretty good about it, but it'll probably end up being a close game just because you got Bill Belichick on the other side.
And one more for you, Kevin. We're off Saturday, so I won't be here. I will be at home. I think the wife has a few things for me to do, but I would plan on watching a lot of football. How about you with the wife and kids on a Saturday off, Kevin? You don't get many of these during football, so what are you doing this weekend?
Here's what's funny, is that my wife, in order to feel good about me being gone pretty much every weekend, because we live in Raleigh, right? So even home games, I'm in Greenville. And so either home game I'm in Greenville or away games I'm on the road. She has to be home with the kids every Saturday, from when the season starts till it's over. Every bye week, she finds something to do. Doesn't include me. So the answer to that is she's going to the beach with her friends this weekend.
There you go.
With the kids.
All right, wife weekend here. Good deal, Kevin. Great stuff, man. Enjoy your weekend. We'll reconvene, talk some Houston Cougars football next week with you.
All right, Cliff. Always appreciate it.
Thanks, man. There's Kevin Monroe, KMO, joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. We will take a timeout. When we return, Big Man on Campus Jeff Nadu joins us. Eagles-Bucks tonight on Pirate Radio. We'll get Jeff's thoughts on KMO's Cowboys taking on the Patriots. Chandler's team, the Panthers, are an underdog at home. My team is an underdog at home. It is road favorite weekend, road favorite Sunday. We'll see what Jeff Nadu thinks about that when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of Pirates and ENC. Open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m., the Buck features live music every night of the week. Tuesday is karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday is acoustic night. Thursday is the DJ dance party. And Friday and Saturday nights, it's live bands. Check out the Buck's Facebook or Instagram page for more information. The Buccaneer Music Hall. We'll see you at the Buck. Tommy's Express Car Wash is the car wash Greenville is talking about. At the corner of Red Banks Road and Greenville Boulevard, this state-of-the-art wash will keep your car looking great. And now Tommy's has just launched its new 2.0 Tommy's Express app. And anyone who downloads the app now will receive 30 free days of washing with their top-of-the-line wash, the Works Wash. Download the Tommy's Express app now by going to your app store or visit them on location, open 7 days a week at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road.
The Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is full of flowers, each carried by someone committed to ending this disease. Right now, we need you to add your flower to the fight. Take part in the walk to help raise funds and awareness for a breakthrough in the fight against Alzheimer's and all other dementia. Come and join us on Saturday, October 23rd in New Bern, or you can walk from home by going to alz.org/walk.
Pirate fans, get ready for a winning season and team up with Quality Equipment, your local John Deere dealer and proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. When you do business with us, you'll get things done right. We're proud to offer a large selection of new and used John Deere equipment, a fully stocked parts department, and a highly trained staff who is here to support you throughout the life of your equipment. So get quality done right before every ECU game day and visit QualityEquip.com.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink this fall. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
Tired and sluggish? Down in the dumps? Or just have the blahs? Maybe you need to hydrate. Revive Health and Wellness on East 10th Street in Greenville offers IV hydration that can help you with lack of energy, improve your mood, assist with immunity, even fix a hangover. Locally owned and operated, the team at Revive Health and Wellness are experienced and licensed registered nurses that will assist you in preparing for your IV session. Call or text today with questions or to set an appointment with Revive Health and Wellness. 252-350-1805. That's 252-350-1805.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for only $2.50. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
The UPS store in Winterville is now open on Fire Tower Road, across from Marabella Pizza and beside Subway. Trust the UPS store in Winterville with pack and ship guarantee and same-day printing. When it comes to shipping, the UPS store in Winterville has everything you need in one place. The boxes, the packing material, and all the assistance along with on-site notary, passport photos, and business and printing service and freight. The UPS store, now open in Winterville 7 days a week. The UPS store in Winterville is your premier location. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is sponsored by Signs and Tint, Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more. Visit Sign and Tint today at 801 Staten Road in Greenville or book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's, now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live on a hot Thursday today in Eastern North Carolina. Unseasonably hot, would you say?
Yeah, it's a little warm today.
A little warm.
A little bit.
All right, there's our weather update. Al Clark will have the news for us soon. Remember the good old days?
I remember Mr. Al Clark.
Chandler, you fake laughing over there? You think that's funny?
Yeah.
You think it's funny to fake laugh at someone?
No, that was a true laugh.
It was not. It was a fake, sarcastic laugh. Shirley and I
that was funny,
were
man.
having a chuckle.
That was funny, homie.
Son of a... I hate to report this news, but now I don't hate to report it. Christian McCaffrey did not participate at practice today. Did you see that?
Boo-hoo.
Wow, what's wrong with you?
You really went that route?
Nah, man. It's whatever.
Are you having a bad day?
Nah.
You having a good day?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what kind of day Jeff Nadeau's having as he joins us on the Fixed NC Live line to talk NFL lines. His Eagles taking on the Bucs tonight, and he joins us now. Big man, how you doing today?
Doing well. How are you, Clip?
Doing good. Your Philadelphia Eagles in action tonight. Before we get to the game itself, question on some player props, and sometimes when we talk player props, it kind of gives you some insight on what you think about the game. So the Eagles have had their issues running the football. You've talked about those, Jeff. And if you're going to move the ball on Tampa, it's usually through the air. So Jalen Hurts' numbers, especially with yards, is pretty high. I think it's in the 280s. But I was looking at Devontae Smith. His catches were 5.5. Zach Ertz, I think, is like 4.5 with Dallas Goedert out. So some opportunities there to, if the Eagles are going to move the ball, they're probably going to have to throw. And if the game dictates that, if the Bucs get a lead, they might be throwing as well. So I don't know. Any thoughts on that, Jeff? Maybe going with some passing props tonight for the Eagles.
Yeah, I think you make a good point about Zach Ertz. I mean, you look at the Bucs defense; they've allowed 4 different tight ends to have more than 8 fantasy points this year. You look at the fact that on the season they've also allowed 3 touchdowns to tight ends in just 5 games. Allowing almost 9 yards a catch. So yeah, I think with Dallas Goedert not involved with tonight's game, I think Ertz has to kind of come into play. He's not been good. It's been a year or two since Zach Ertz has done anything of note on this team, but I feel like he's available for probably a touchdown. I think he's going to be a main pass catcher in this offense tonight, just because I don't think they're very good against tight ends, the Bucs. Look, I don't think they're very good against pass catchers in general. This is a bad defense. I think the Eagles, look, we all know they throw the football a ton. That's going to be the excuse tonight. Sirianni will just say, well, they're a very good run defense, so we were going to throw 60 times. That was our thought. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of passing in this game. I couldn't agree with you more on that stuff.
The game itself, Jeff, any play on the Bucs, Eagles, or on the total tonight?
Yeah, well, look, I feel like if you can get a 7 on the Eagles, I would take that. This kind of reminds me a lot of that Bucs-Patriots game a couple of weeks ago. without all the fanfare. We remember the public was very much betting the Bucks in that spot, and obviously, you have Tom Brady, but you have an injured Tom Brady. You have a Tom Brady on Thursday night. You have a Tom Brady on the road here. You have a Tom Brady whose defense isn't very good in the secondary. This is very much a spot that the Eagles generally play well in every year. They generally play well and beat a good team every year that they shouldn't beat. We have to look back to the Niners, the Cowboys, and the Chiefs. At one point, the Eagles were in positions to win all those games. If the Eagles score touchdowns in the red zone tonight, Clip, they are a very live dog in this game. It's that simple. I would also look over the number. It's been evidently clear that the Eagles can't stop very good offenses. I don't think the Bucs can stop the Eagles either. So I would be looking at Eagles and over, which, look, that's not – when you're looking at the public side of this game, it's the Bucs. The fact that it's moved down to 7 and 6.5, telling on what the right side is. Eagles are the side here.
Talking NFL with Jeff Nadu, Eagles-Bucks tonight. You can hear it if you're out and about right here on Pirate Radio. Jeff, I noticed looking at the lines this week, there are a lot of road favorites in the NFL coming up this week. And I don't know, one of those, the Cowboys-Patriots, I'll give you some credit. You were on the boys going into the season, and really it's just a matter of if Dak Prescott stays healthy, they've got so much there on offense that they're going to be tough to outscore week to week. Pretty small line against New England. It's 3.5 right now, gone down to 4 from 4. And right now the Patriots, I see plus 3.5 at minus 115, what I'm looking at, total at 50.5. How about this game in particular with a road favorite, Dallas? Do you trust them to go to New England and get the job done?
Yeah, for sure I do. I mean, look, Clip, the best offense in the NFL is the Dallas Cowboys. It's that simple. They are stacked. Quarterback has been incredible. Everything about this team has been awesome. I'm not going to complicate anything here. I don't really know who will win or who will cover, but just because I do think the Patriots are tough, especially at home. But, I see a team total here at 28. I played it last week. It came in. That'll be an auto bet for me all season. If you're just going to give me 28, 7 points a quarter, I'm in. I think this is like a 31-23 type of game, 30-24. I'll gladly take over 28 with the Cowboys. Best offense in the NFL.
And our brains are trained to say, all right, Bill Belichick against a good offense, he's going to find a way to minimize what they do. Davis Mills had over 300 yards passing against the Patriots last week. I mean, that's concerning if you're a Pats fan still thinking that this is the same old Belichick, the same old Patriots defense.
It's very concerning, and that was something I think opened a lot of people's eyes. Look, I'm going to keep saying this. I haven't had anyone prove me wrong. I know that people in New England have this kind of feel about how great Bill Belichick is. He's the best. He's the king. He's the GOAT. Well, without Tom Brady, he's not. It's that simple. He's frankly not good at all without Tom Brady, and the jury's still out on whether he can coach, in my opinion. Now, again, with Tom Brady, he's great, but you're right. I don't know how good this team is. A rookie quarterback. I just don't know if they can keep up with the Cowboys. So in that retrospect, I would lean Cowboys, but I think the play on this game is just over 28. I don't want to worry about the Cowboys defense.
All right, Jeff Nadu, team total over for Dallas this Sunday. Let's look at some more road favorites. Troy D will be at this one at Soldier Field as the Bears take on the Packers. A smothering defensive effort from Chicago last week against Las Vegas. Aaron Rodgers has had his way with the Bears in his career, and they're around a 5-point favorite coming up this week. Jeff, what do you think about that game?
Yeah, I mean, he's had no trouble, particularly recently, and I think that's important because when you look at the last two matchups in this game, they've scored the Packers 41 and 35. What that is concerning, especially now, is those were better defenses 3 or 4 years ago for the Bears. Now that this defense is kind of now more towards league average, they don't have the quarterback play. Look, they've never had quarterback play. You feel bad for the fan base, frankly. But yeah, I'm leaning on the Packers. I think this line's a little too low. I think people look at last week and say, well, they struggled a little bit. But look, the Bengals are a decent team, as we know. The Bears are historically bad offensively, even with Justin Fields. Obviously, as you alluded to, Packers have won 9 of the last 10. If you're telling me all they got to do is really kind of win by a touchdown here, I'll have some interest. I don't think it's the best plan on the board, but Aaron Rodgers has had no trouble moving the ball, so maybe a team total here. This is not a vintage Bear defense.
Another road favorite, the Chiefs never cover, Jeff. The Washington can't stop anybody, so something's got to give here. 1 o'clock in Landover on Sunday, total at 55. Maybe you go for an over here, but what do you think about Washington and KC?
Yeah, it'll be an interesting clip at any point in the season if we see the book actually take a step out and bet and put these numbers over 56.5, because it's very rare you'll see a total over 56.5. And frankly, over my betting career, I might have seen it once or twice. But I think the league's changing, and I think we have to obviously understand. Look, if the Chiefs play like the Cowboys or something, I think you could see a total at 60. I really do. I think they're going to have to, at some point, do something about this. This is a game where I feel like if you're going to get a 55, I think you're getting a bargain. I'd have put this number higher. The book will never do it. But football team can't stop anybody. They allow the most red zone trips in the NFL. Bad news against a Chiefs team that we know can at least move the ball. And look, as we know with Kansas City, one of the worst defenses I've seen in the NFL level. With Heineke, I mean, he's had no trouble moving the ball, as you know. So, yeah, I would be looking. I think at minimum this is like 31-24. And again, you're right. Chiefs don't cover as a favorite. And when we see this number move to 6.5, that's a telling indication. Public obviously starting to see that. I think the over is the play here, though. I think this is 38-31, 38-27, something like that.
Jeff, you rode with the Bills in their showdown against Kansas City, and this is another road favorite this week. Bills minus 5.5 against the Titans total. That one in the mid-50s as well, as Buffalo has shown they can put up a lot of points and they can score on defense as well. Do the Bills keep it rolling on the road? This is back-to-back like marquee standalone road games for Buffalo. Can they do it again at Tennessee Monday night?
Yeah, this is an interesting game, and I'm kind of telling you, I think that Tennessee is. This is going to be one of my favorite plays in a long time. I like Tennessee here. It's not that I don't like the Bills.
Oh yeah, just the spot, the situation. Yeah,
I think Buffalo is really good. I think they're the best team in the NFL. But I'm really going to kind of make sure that everybody's good to go from a standpoint with Tennessee. With hopefully Julio comes back and. A.J. Brown's good to go, but this just seems like a spot. Bills are everyone knows about them. They've just been crushing teams. You got Tennessee at home. Kind of that game that isn't really a revenge game. But you look at like Avery Williamson, one of the defensive players for the Titans, says that like stuff when you read in some of the quotes and stuff coming out of the team, it seems like a game they're high on and are ready for. I'm excited about this spot. I think you got to be willing to spot these on a card, and with a standalone game, I'm going to be on the Titans here.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, let's go local here to where we are, and another road favorite, Minnesota, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. I thought they'd have a nice bounce back next week and put up some points, and the lines are tough, but I thought that the Vikings would be able to run away with that one. They did not. They had to kick a field goal at the end to win it. So that's like bad back-to-back weeks for their offense. They are due for a big game. The Panthers' defense has, of course, been good this year, and were good for about 3.5 quarters against the Eagles last week before losing it. So do the Vikings come to Carolina and get a win? The Panthers have lost 2 in a row, Jeff, so they need to get back on the right track here. What do you think about this game?
Yeah, I mean, Dalvin Cook's back at practice, which is good news. Look, if Dalvin Cook plays and you're giving me the Vikings in a flip kind of role, I'll be on them, especially against a team in Carolina who, look, is probably going to be without McCaffrey end of the week. Look, Clip, the truth is, and I think you know this, look, I don't really want to bet on Sam Darnold without McCaffrey. I just don't. I think he has the same concerns, the same problems. Give me Dalvin Cook. I'm in. If it were the other way around and McCaffrey was playing and Cook wasn't, I would be on Carolina here. But I'll take Cousins over Darnold. I'll take the skill position players over Carolina's. I think it's a pretty good bet. But Minnesota's tough. They're hard to back because some weeks they look really good and some weeks they don't.
Jeff, some other games. You've got the game in London, Dolphins-Jags. The Dolphins a 3-point favorite. Let's hit on that one real quick. This is the only team, maybe Houston, But the only team where the Dolphins are going to be favorites, they have looked awful. I haven't checked on Tua today to see the reports on him, but they have been really bad. We know about Jacksonville, the distractions and the struggles they've had in year one of Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence. So 47 total in this game. It's a standalone game because it's a 9:30 game in the morning on Sunday, so people will probably bet it. I mean, it looks like a stay away to me. Do you have an edge here, one way or the other?
It looks like Tua's back. He's back at practice. So that's good news for them. I don't know how much that really changes things, but I would just on the simple fact of what team would you rather be involved with? A team that generally plays for their coach and tries, or a team that clearly doesn't care? That was showed last week, and they're on the road in another country. You gotta look. Clip, if you're gonna sell the NFL to another country, you gotta put games that matter. I mean,
I don't get it. Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I don't like these really anyway, especially since there's so few games, there's so few home games during a season. Every game is so important. So I don't like when, my team goes over there and plays, especially if we're losing a home game for it. But if you're going to do it, send some good teams over there if you want to grow the game. This is pretty brutal. We saw it last week, and they're doing it again this week.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the four teams that were invited: Miami, Jacksonville, the Jets, and the Falcons. The four worst teams in the NFL.
It's almost like the NFL's saying, too, we don't really care about your seasons. We know you're going to suck, so it doesn't matter if you lose a home game. You can head on over there.
No, exactly. For a league that tries to tell us how important these games are, they don't seem like they really care that much about the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird situation. But, it's ugly for sure.
Texans, Colts. Someone just run over the rest of the slate. Chargers, Ravens. That's a good matchup there. Bengals are road favorites against the Lions. You got the Rams, heavy favorites over the Giants. Browns, Cardinals, a great matchup. We'll highlight that one, Jeff. Raiders, Broncos, Seahawks, Steelers. Those are the other matchups we haven't discussed. Let's go Cardinals, Browns real quick. What do you think about the Browns being a favorite against the undefeated Cardinals at home? Is that the right line there?
Yeah, I love the Browns here. I'm very high on them here. I actually have a 2-unit play on this game, Clip, actually. My first of the season. I don't have these much.
Okay.
And I'll throw it out to your audience. As long as we get Hunt and Nick Chubb healthy, I'm going to be on the Browns team total in this game. I think it's the best play on the board, frankly, of the season so far. This is a Cardinal team that's been kind of reading its own headlines. I don't think they're the best team in the NFL. They're on the road. This is a really tough atmosphere. It's going to be a windy day in Cleveland. I think that really benefits the Browns here. You look at Arizona, Clip, second worst rush defense in the NFL. We saw what the Browns do offensively to bad rush defenses. I played this at 26.5 for 1 unit. I'm going to likely add another unit onto this game. I really like this Browns team. They've gotten to 26 or more in 3 of the last 4 games. The only one that they didn't get in was that weird Viking game. But, look, I like this Browns offense. I think they have the best offensive line in the NFL. And this is a very, very poor Arizona rush defense.
All right, couple of team totals, Dallas and Cleveland for Sunday. Jeff, go ahead.
Real quick, Clip. I do and have played the Rams as well. I think they have no issue with the Giants. This is a bad Giant team. Daniel Jones, I think, is going to get absolutely destroyed. That is a bad offensive line. You had Aaron Donald on the other side.
What's it looks like Galladay will probably be out. Not that matters much. They hadn't really used him a whole lot. He hadn't been that effective. And what about Barkley for this week, Jeff?
He's out, I think, as well. They've got that's a good point as well. There's literally it's a triage unit right now for the Giants. Keep in mind, you played a team that's just as good offensively as the team you're playing this week, and the Cowboys are bad defensively. What are you going to do with a team that's great on both sides of the ball? This screams 34-10 to me, all over the Rams.
All right, and one more game involving teams that will be fighting for the playoffs this year. Chargers, Ravens. Just want to get your take on that. Ravens, they were sleepwalking through the first half the other night, and then Lamar went nuts in the second half and in the fourth quarter and overtime, and they came back to win that game against the Colts. You got the Chargers flying across the country after an emotional win, a big win. So how about, I don't know, Ravens in a good spot here? What do you think about this game?
Well, this is what we call fraud Fugazi Clown Week, and the leader in the clubhouse is the Ravens. Complete fraud, this team. I mean, what have they really done? Oh, they beat the Chiefs. Who cares? I mean, Chiefs aren't anything special this year. Beat the Colts. Probably should have lost. We know that. Struggled against the Lions. Lost to the Raiders.
They've had a horseshoe all season there, Jeff. They have gotten lucky here late in games.
It's all going to end this week against a really good football team that has an elite quarterback and an elite defense, particularly in the secondary. Look, the problem the Ravens have is, Clip, if they were fully healthy at running back, I'd say, well, okay. They're not.
Yeah.
They have a rookie. But I'll be interested because one of the guys that's on the injury practice report is Drew Tranquil. A lot of guys, he was all over the place the other night. They're already dealing with no Kenneth Murray, so I need to kind of see what's going on here with some of their linebacker issues. But yeah, I think the Ravens are kind of a fraud, and I think that Brandon Staley and the Chargers actually aren't a fraud, and I think defensively they're going to be the difference in this game. So I like them here.
All right, Jeff, we missed anything? Anything else you're interested in the NFL this week?
No, Clip, I think you did a pretty good job as usual. You hit everything on the head, and yeah, I like what we see here.
Before we go, let me take a look at the college football games tonight. By the way, the Carolina Hurricanes, you got hockey tonight as well, some baseball with the Dodgers-Giants. All right, oh yeah, Navy and Memphis is tonight. Navy, an 11-point dog to Memphis, who is trying to get back on track. And also Georgia Southern taking on South Alabama. Have you taken a look at these college games at all tonight, Jeff?
You know, the theme of the weekend, Clip, to me is, and this could be a concern, is why is that team laying that kind of number? There's multiple games this week that my head is being scratched. I don't get it. I don't really know why Memphis is laying 10.5, 11, but then I kind of peel back the onion and I say to myself, okay, what do we have here? Memphis can't stop the pass. We know that. They're dreadful. But Navy just isn't going to test you there. They're not going to beat you there. So, I don't know. I think the line kind of doesn't make sense, but you know what I would do, Clip, tonight? And I don't do these often, but occasionally I see a spot, maybe a little cross-sport teaser with the Eagles and Bucks over, or just the Eagles and Memphis. I think taking Memphis down under 7, under 6 would be something I'd want to do. I think they get the job done here. I just don't know that the Naval Academy really does anything well that Memphis doesn't do well. So, yeah, I'm not real into either game, but if I had to.
Jeff Nadu joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. Big man, great stuff. We will not talk to you this Saturday. No Bud Light pregame tailgate, so we'll reconvene with you next Tuesday on the show. Have a great weekend. And by the way, folks, make sure you're following Jeff Nadu. Had a great Q&A on college basketball today on Twitter. So if you're... go ahead.
Are you going to read my East Carolina thing?
Sure, I'll read it. I saw it earlier today. Not what Pirate fans want to hear, but you do try to speak the truth, right, Jeff?
Oh, always.
I'll have to go through your mentions to find it here. Give me 1 second. Jeff Nadu was asked by a Pirate fan about. Oh, here we go. This is Jeff Nadu's words. ECU is a very bad basketball team. Absolutely awful on both sides. This is a team that with Gardner was bad. Now without him, going to be a long year. All right.
They're not efficient at all. They have no talent really outside of one or two guys. They have no bigs.
Here's my counterpoint, and this is pretty weak, but they brought in some guys, Tabs from Boston College, and also Vance Jackson, who appear that they're going to start right away and might add some firepower to the offense. So it's just going to be a different team, Jeff, because they do have some guys back, Newton, Suggs, Tremont Robinson-White, but a lot of new faces on this team. So I think East Carolina is more of a, I don't know, like an incomplete, a question mark than an F going into the year. That's me.
I guess we all have to try to be positive, right?
Exactly. That's all I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, again, when you're saying like, hey, get excited, our best players, Winston Tabs, a reject who couldn't make it at Boston College, then I have to wonder.
Jeff, we're out of time.
Well, I know we are. And I don't want to keep going on. I hate doing this.
I know. Check out Jeff Nadu on Twitter at JeffNADU. A lot of college hoops talk today on his Twitter, and also patreon.com/BMOC as he's going down all the games, all the cards. So good stuff. Jeff, enjoyed it, buddy. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. Same to you, Clip. See you next week.
Jeff Nadu joining us. He is a college basketball savant, so we'll talk a lot of college hoops later in the fall with the big man, and he's been wrong before. Maybe the Pirates can shock the world in 2021. Cy Seymour thinks we can, and I'm with Cy. So there you go. All right, we got to do something. We got to do something a little bit different right now because it is spooky season, and it's time for a giveaway in the 4 o'clock hour, Shirley Rhodes.
I'm a ghost.
Oh, no.
And I be doing the most because I'm a
This is our giveaway bid for today and tomorrow.
For those that don't know, we used to do the Halloween special on the sports bar. This is a little scary from years ago.
Yep.
All right, what are we doing, Shirley?
I am giving away a $25 gift card to Halloween Express. So if you haven't gotten your Halloween costume, this would be the perfect gift for you.
All right, 317-1250. What caller?
I'm going to go with caller number 12.
Caller 12, 317-1250. Get ready for Halloween. We'll be back after this from A Little Scary.
Because I am living in the afterlife and I am chilling with my afterwife in the afterlife. I got 3 kids. Say what? I got 4 kids. Oh my. I got so many kids, man. You don't even know how many kids it is. I'm a ghost. He's a ghost.
With Domino's Carside Delivery, you can carry out any 3-topping pizza for just $7.99 without leaving your car. So you don't have to interrupt your kid's favorite song.
And we'll all be friends just for one day.
You can interrupt this, actually.
Next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each, try Domino's Carside Delivery. Just pull up to the store, check in online, and Domino's will bring your food to you contact-free. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size. Message and data rates may apply when using Domino's Carside Delivery.
Are you ready for some football? Let Bostic Sub Furniture get you ready. Stop in during our Touchdown to Savings event and save up to 15% off with 6-month special financing on just what you need to catch all the exciting action this season. With over 250 Lazy Boy recliners in stock, or choose 72-month special financing. Find the right mattress at a comfortable price and get 72-month special financing. Plus, save big on our brand new Serta mattress collection. So rush to Bostic Sub Furniture now.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients. Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road across from Plant and See, Cuccinellas.com, and on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
At West Park Motor Company, customer satisfaction is the #1 goal while offering a wide range of cars, trucks, and SUVs at very competitive prices. Shop online at westparkmotorcompany.com right now to get started. Looking to sell your vehicle? Call West Park for a free appraisal. West Park is willing to pay more for your car or truck than the next dealer. West Park Motor Company, with locations in Greenville and Washington, and proud courtesy car dealer for the Pirates for over a decade. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Are you starting to plan your holiday travel for this year? Book today on American Airlines at PGV and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines and PGV. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is sponsored by Signs and Tint, Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more. Visit Sign and Tint today at 801 Staten Road in Greenville or book an appointment online at signsandtint.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina for over 83 years. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. And congratulations to Dave Stahl of Greenville. Picked up a $25 gift card courtesy of Halloween Express. It's Halloween time, and the local folks at Halloween Express in Greenville have you covered for everything Halloween. They've got masks, costumes, and all the accessories, and they've got something for everyone from kids to adults. They're open every day at their new location on Greenville Boulevard, right there in the Target Shopping Center. Happy Halloween from Halloween Express, and if you didn't win this hour, don't worry. I've got another $25 gift card up for grabs coming up in the 5 o'clock hour clip.
All right, Shirley's a big Halloweenie, loves Halloween.
I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays of the year.
I always enjoy asking Pirate players over the years what their best costume was, so we'll have that in the Players Lounge later this month when we talk to the guys.
Oh, okay. The week of South Florida?
Yes. So, next week will be... What date are we? We are on the 14th.
Yep.
Usually Troy's keeping me track of what day it is, and you can't believe it. So, yeah.
We're halfway through October.
Our Halloween edition of the Bud Light pregame tailgate will be Thursday, the October 28th.
So the question is, we were discussing this kind of off air, but do we want to do Halloween costumes for the pregame, or do we want to do it for the postgame?
All right. Well, when you say plural costumes, you're only speaking of yourself, right?
Oh, whatever. If you don't want to dress up, fine.
I mean, I don't have an idea in mind as of yet. If I think it's something funny, I'll do it. Chandler, how about you? Are you?
Well, if you find a tracksuit, you can just dress up as somebody from Squid Game.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go the semi-lazy route.
Hey, semi-lazy is my cup of tea. I have a track jacket. I just need the pants, I guess.
Yeah. What about you, Chandler?
I was Halloween throughout. Or I was Halloween. I was.
You smell like Halloween. I am Halloween.
Who do you think you are? I'm Halloween. No, I was Luke Combs, the country singer, throughout college, because I have a similar wardrobe to him.
What does he wear?
Like a Patagonia hat, flannel jacket, khaki slacks, and boots.
That's semi-lazy.
And I have a guitar at home that I just kind of carry around.
Okay.
You can bring that back.
It's cheap, because you know why? It's free.
It's you have all that stuff already
yes.
at the ready for you?
It's very late.
To answer your question, Shirley, I don't know. I think we go... what was it? Did you say pregame or postgame, or did you say Friday Pirate Radio Live? What were your options again?
Well, I thought Friday could also be an option. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, Friday, I guess we could do it that Friday, I guess.
I might just buy a Tigers hat and wear a Hawaiian shirt and shave everything but my mustache and be
Magnum
PI.
Oh.
I'll see if Weingartz will let me use his Tigers hat for a day.
I'm going to wear a black polo and a black hat and a headset and be...
that guy.
I'm not even going to say it, man.
You're not that guy, pal.
I'm not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. How about this from the legendary Vin Scully? To my knowledge, tonight's... Excuse me?
Sorry.
Show some respect for Vin Scully's tweets.
I respect them fully.
Vin Scully. To my knowledge, tonight's game between the Dodgers and the Giants is the most important game in the history of their rivalry. With nearly identical records and so much at stake, I believe this to be the case. Many of you might consider the 1951 game for the NL pennant to be bigger, perhaps, but that was more about the greatest moment with Bobby Thompson's game-winning home run. So Vin Scully calling this... Vin Scully has been around forever.
100 years.
And him calling this the biggest moment in that rivalry makes me potentially turn over there and watch some of that game tonight.
It's time for Dodgers baseball.
Not great, but I get where you're going, and I appreciate that was a tribute to the great Vin Scully. All right, let's take a time out. When we return, I don't see Tony Collins, so we might have a free-for-all, hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live.
A little scary on repeat. I say yes.
A little scary live in studio. We'll take your calls, 317-1250. We'll hear from Mike Houston, Blake Harrell, and have more for you on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Cadillac CT5 for 0.9% for 72 months, plus $500 off. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Hello folks, this is Jamie Lane with Carolina Hardscapes and Mulch. We believe that making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio, fireplace, pool, walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call at 364-1201. You can stop by our outdoor showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Sugg Furniture. At Carolina Hardscapes, we look forward to making your backyard the place to be. Find us on the web at carolinahardscapesandmulch.com.
Eastern North Carolina's choice for window tinting, signs, graphics, wraps, graphic design, and more is Signs and Tint. Signs and Tint is family owned and operated right here in Greenville, and their NC licensed electricians specialize in vehicle wraps, paint protection film, and more. They can even do building signs for your business. Signs and Tint offers 10% off for military and first responders. Also, make sure to mention Pirate Radio at checkout for a discount. Stop by their office today at 801 Staten Road or visit them online at signsandtint.com.
At US Cellular, we can help everyone stay connected for less. And less also means more, as in more choice. Right now, you choose any phone and we make it free. Plus, get unlimited data for $30 a month with 4 lines. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Now that life is returning to normal, we have found a lot of good things that came from the pandemic. One of them is not having to go to the wireless store anymore. The Cellular Warehouse team has been in the business of delivering phones to your home and office for 20 years. People found out about our free delivery service and love the ease of getting a new phone, tablet, or hotspot. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 so you can start experiencing the joy of never going to a wireless store again. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Mercer
Hi, this is Todd Mitchum with Mercer Glass, Eastern North Carolina's most complete glass company. Mercer Glass specializes in windows, shower doors, auto glass, and mirrors. We can install or repair almost anything made of glass in your home or business. So give us a call at Mercer Glass. That's 752-5101. That's 752-5101.
The whole family's home. It's almost time to eat again, but you don't feel like cooking again. So close the microwave, put away that box of instant whatever, drop your spatula, pick up the phone, and get a big bow box delivered with 8 pieces of legendary fried chicken, fluffy buttermilk biscuits, fixins, and tea. Because no one ever said a home-cooked meal has to be cooked at home. Just tap your favorite delivery app for a big bow box at your front door. And it's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Hardscapes. Making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio fireplace, pool walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call. Get started on your dreams today at Carolina Hardscapes on Fire Tower Road, across from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you one who's been waiting before trying CBD? Well, ENS Hemp is the area's leader in CBD, and they want to educate you on how their products work. Get relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD today at ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue, or go online at eshempcompany.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Barak.
Quick look at the Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard. HV the 3 is 1 under par through 5 holes today in round 1 out in Vegas. He is tied with the likes of Brooks Koepka, Jordan Spieth, and others. So he is still got a lot of golf to play. The leader right now out in Vegas is Robert Streb at 11 under par as he set the course on fire day 1 of that tournament. So there's a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall leaderboard presented by Dubuck. Touchdown Tony Collins, not here. But the show must go on. We gave out grades to ECU football earlier this week. Shirley, you came up with the idea we should grade ourselves. And actually, I think others should grade ourselves. So
That's what I was thinking. We should have our listeners grade us.
that's kind of scary, but it's only fair, right?
Right.
I mean, that we be graded as well. If we're gonna cast the stones at others, we should have said stones thrown back at us.
Yeah.
Glass houses, all that crap, you know. But we can do self evaluations.
Yes.
And if you'd like to chime in on our grades, we'll do that real quick. You can give us a call 317-1250 if you'd like.
Or chime in on Facebook.
Do that as well. Let's start with our performance. For easiest category to do is attendance. I'm going to give myself an A+. I'm going to give Shirley an A+. I'm going to give Chandler I don't want to go F. That's a little harsh, but I'm going to go D- for Chandler. He has missed an entire game day. He has missed several football Fridays. And as far as attendance goes, he is not passing. He is almost flunking.
There is room for improvement.
A lot of room for improvement. Chandler, your thoughts? It's the only reason I wanted to do this, by the way.
You know, I was very excited about this segment until I heard attendance, and then I was like, "Oh no!"
I used to pride myself on that at school because if you weren't receiving a lot of awards, you always wanted that perfect attendance, and I got that a few times. Steve's grade, Shirley gets an A+, Clip and Chandler D-. That's just bull.
Thank you, Steve.
That just can't be true. If that's true, I would like to know that, and I'll.
As far as, but what is he grading us on? Is it attendance?
Steve's dumb scale of nothing.
I give
Just
Steve an
mad.
A+ for ass kissing.
That brings us to our next category, impressions.
Oh.
I'm giving myself a D.
C+.
What impressions do I do?
Mike Tyson is really good.
Oh, Mike Oresco. Well,
And then Oresco is really good.
I must say that I'm not as good as Shane Kern and Justin Hardy were when they were here with Ruffin McNeil, but as a whole, the American is still a Power 6 institution. We feel that way moving forward. We want to be autonomous. We want to be on the same level as a Big 12, as a Big 10, as an ACC, as a Pac-12, as an SEC, and Shane Kern and Justin Hardy.
And
you're right. I do a good Mike Oresco. C+.
And turn on your stations.
Turn off your stations. That's not a good impression. I'll take a C+ though. Chandler, Shirley.
You have to give me an F because I don't think I've attempted a single
more of an
impression.
Incomplete, maybe. Like
incomplete.
Yeah.
Or an unsatisfactory.
Honeycutt
or ineligible.
Honeycutt, I'm giving you an A+. Because I really think you're that good at it. I did not know this was one of your talents.
I didn't know either.
Yeah,
and
it
you know
just
when I
kinda
discovered
happened?
it?
When
I had COVID back in February and I had 2 weeks off, and I literally just sat at the house and I started watching Jim Rome on the CBS Sports Network, and I was like, man, I always listen to him like on the radio riding around Greenville. I never get to watch his show. And then I just started sitting there kind of mocking him, and that's where it kind of
that video we did where you or Jim Rome is still one of the funniest things. Just the way you looked, the disgust, the disdain in your voice.
Softball, Shirley.
The great goatee you were rocking. That was awesome. That was a great video that we did.
I appreciate that.
Folks can find that on YouTube. So you get an A+, Chandler.
Man, thank you.
You were doing good with Gruden, but we're going to have to retire that one probably.
Yeah.
So who's in your catalog? Romy?
We got Rick Smith.
Of course, Coach Rick Smith.
Man, I hate to let go of John Gruden, but with the situation going on right now, I have to. There's somebody else. I'm going to start trying to get maybe a Finn Scully.
No. I would try something else.
I debut one.
What is that guy that does the Terry Rozier?
Oh, you do.
Yeah!
Eric Collins and Mike Keith from the Titans.
Touchdown, Titans!
Nah. Give me a sack.
Sack!
There it is. Matt says, how many points off does Weaver get for saying da buck no less than 8 times per fifth quarter? Yeah. I don't know, Matt.
I have.
By the way.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Shirley.
No, go ahead.
It's because Weaver came up. Weaver, fifth quarter hosting. I'm giving him an A+.
I agree.
We've had a couple of really fun shows. We've had some brutal losses, but Billy is a natural at talking to people, and I don't always agree with his football takes. And he's not as jaded as I am, and gives every caller the full respect they deserve.
Yes.
And is really fun and easy to work with. I'm giving Billy Weaver an A+.
I agree.
All right. I'll take a few points off for debug, Matt. Shirley, what do you got?
I have a listener texted me and said that I get an A+ as always. Chandler gets an A because he is funny as expletive and his accent is on point. Clip gets an A+ for hand movements and facial expressions now with the YouTube channel.
You know what? Wow, thank you. I honestly was not a fan and was super opposed to having cameras here.
I was too, but for different reasons.
I love radio. Let's be honest. Who wants to look at me?
I do.
Look at me, America.
Well, also radio for me has always been theater of the mind. You create your own image
we were
of
talking
who.
about the Halloween shows I used to do.
Yeah,
and now we really can't do those because we were. It was
the whole point.
You were using your imagination,
exactly.
And now we're all out there. We got these bright lights that are just killing my eyes. But thank you for saying that. And because I can't hide, and I don't try to, but I can't bluff.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling something, I'm showing it.
Oh yeah, because and the amount of meme material that you have provided Twitter.
Yeah, Larry the other night.
Yeah, because that one was absolutely just classic. But yeah, your facial expressions. I had an opposite. I wouldn't say an opposite, but I agree with you. I was very against the cameras for different reasons. One of them, especially for pregame and postgame, is I eat a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought about that,
and I'm like, I don't want somebody watching me stuff my face.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that they don't find that appealing. And 9 times out of 10, I forget the doggone camera's sitting right here, and I'm just shoving food into my mouth. And I do it quickly because I have responsibilities, but I gotta eat. Girls gotta eat.
Yeah, I thought about that factor too. Now I just really don't care. If I'm hungry, I'll eat. I'll try not to eat on the air, obviously.
It's part of the human experience.
Especially during the post-game show because,
eating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's difficult
for taking a dump. We don't do it on the air.
Hey, if we had to.
Oh, my God. I can't with y'all.
Brought to you by Dubog.
But even during commercial breaks, especially during the post-game show, I don't have the opportunity to eat in between breaks. Like, you guys get 3-4 minutes to maybe, grab a bite to eat and maybe have a couple of bites before you go back on the air. Sometimes I don't get that opportunity because I'm answering phones, I'm, writing down who's on what line and that kind of thing. So sometimes the only time I get to eat is when we are on the air and when callers are on the air. And while I've got one caller up and all my lines are locked, I'm shoving food in my mouth as fast as I can go.
Well, and you control the cameras in there, so...
I don't control the cameras. This guy controls the camera.
Yeah, but I always try to have the camera off. I've learned that if you're in here eating, I always try to have it off.
Well, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, I mean, look.
And a lot of times...
Sometimes I spill barbecue sauce on myself, and, that's on camera.
But, like, anytime we're not talking or we're not going to talk, I always have the camera just on clip or whoever the guest is. And a lot of the times, you're in here eating. There was one certain time that you were in here... scarfing something down, and somebody texted you that was tuned into the show and was like, we see you
in 4K
eating your ass off.
In 4K. I am watching you shove a wing the size of your head into your mouth, and I'm like, great.
I also fidget a lot, and like I'll pick my nose every now and then and things like that, so I try not to, but sometimes I just forget.
You do this thing too where you kind of go like, and you kind of pause. You know what I'm talking about?
Is that indigestion?
Maybe. Like a burp?
I try to hold my burps in.
Yeah.
It would be gross if I did that over and over again.
Wow. Points deducted.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, this show has taken a very interesting turn.
What I don't do. That is what I don't do on the air. Thank you.
All right, so Steve just chimed in and said Shirley gets an A+ for taking my booty bag calls. At first I read it
and left out
Shirley gets an A+ for taking my booty calls.
Yeah, let's keep that stuff off the Facebook chat, folks.
Oh my God, no.
Oh man.
No wonder,
I'm not going to answer that.
No wonder he wins so much.
That's great. That's great.
We got more. If you would like to give us grades, we can grade anything. This could be a new segment where we just grade stuff.
Speaking of grades, I'm going to bring in my report cards that I told you I have found.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring those in tomorrow. We can do a whole segment on Shirley's Corner on all the things Shirley did as a child.
All right. Well,
that explains everything as an adult.
I do want to give a grade out to Jenny and Glenn, an A+ for everything they do at football practice, and Glenn with the fire content that he puts out on social media.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. I agree.
I'll second that.
Do we not agree?
We agree. And, of course, an A+ to you folks out there for tuning in and for chiming in and making it fun and funny and enjoyable. An enjoyable experience every day, especially on game day. All right, let's take a break. We still have to hear from Mike Houston, Blake Harrell, and we have another giveaway.
Yes, so Little Scary is going to make a reappearance.
So we got more. We got another gift card to Halloween Express.
Yes.
All right, got that coming up at the end of next segment, so stick around for that. More to go on our freestyle, Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live after this.
Why do I run? Is it because I'm driven? Because I love the challenge? God, no. I do it for the beer. If you're the kind of runner who does it for the beer, this summer you can get one on us with the Michelob Ultra Beer Run. Grab your run buddies and get out there, because this summer there's beer at the finish line. Sign up at ultrabeerrun.com and trade your miles for beer.
Hey, this is John Grillo, the Bagel Man. You know I love bagels. I don't settle for frozen bagels. That's why we make our bagels right here in Greenville from scratch every day. If you're coming into Bagel Man, you'll notice that there's some renovation going on. Our menu is bigger and better than ever. Our sandwiches, heroes, subs, salads, wraps, bagel dogs, fresh baked pastries, and our new coffee bar. Soon we're going to be opening for dinner. Don't forget Bagel Man for all your catering needs on Fire Tower Road in Greenville.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and I couldn't do my job without my offensive line keeping me safe. Make sure your employees are safe by using ArcPoint Labs for your medical testing needs. From pre-employment testing to COVID test, ArcPoint Labs is there to serve Eastern North Carolina with accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Schedule an appointment at any of their 6 Eastern North Carolina locations or visiting them online at arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
Have you stopped doing your favorite activity due to chronic aches and pains? Let Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab help. They provide regenerative injection therapy that can help with osteoarthritis, joint pain, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab will help you get back into the groove. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2245 Stantonsburg Road, across from the hospital. Call 215-9294 for an appointment today.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you ready for some Warren's hot dogs? Warren's Original Hot and Judy's Mild Sweet Chili Hot Dogs have been the official hot dog of sports fans for over 30 years. Pick up a tailgate special this football season of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. Warren's in Greenville across from Ron Ayers Motorsports and the new Chakawinity location next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some. Go Pirates. Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory Council invites you to join the Patch program. This program is for any child under the age of 16 and includes activities like fishing, hunting, and hiking. These are just one of the many ways you can earn the exclusive patches from the Outdoor Heritage Council. For more information on how to sign up and get your adventure started, visit outdoorheritage.nc.gov.
There are times in our lives when we feel like we have hit rock bottom with nowhere to go, but that is actually when God is closest to us and building us into who we are meant to be. Hi, I'm Holt Nailers, and that's how Built When Broken was formed. BuiltWhenBroken.com is an apparel brand to remind people not only where they've come from, but also where they are going. Visit BuiltWhenBroken.com to get the latest BWB apparel, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. BuiltWhenBroken.com, apparel for our walk through life.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Hardscapes. Making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio fireplace, pool walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call. Get started on your dreams today at Carolina Hardscapes on Fire Tower Road, across from Bostic Sun Furniture. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Save lives, be a hero, and make $700 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. It is the easiest way to make some extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $700 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
All right, quick look at your Buccaneer Music Hall upcoming scoreboard. Dodgers Giants tonight. Saturday night, game 1 of the NLCS will be at 8:07. It'll be at either Atlanta or San Francisco. And game 2 will be Sunday night. If it's Dodgers at Braves, it'll be at 7:37. If it's Braves at Giants, it'll be at 8 o'clock. So regardless, it will be 8 o'clock on Saturday. It'll either be 7:30 or 8, depending on what team wins tonight on Sunday night. So you got that. Red Sox and Astros play game 1 of the ALCS coming up on Friday night. So a quick look there at the upcoming baseball schedule, playoff baseball schedule, on your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update presented by Dubuck. A couple of grades to get to before we hear Mike Houston. We got, let's see. Matt did give me an A+ for the exchange with Larry last week. Thanks, Matt. Matt also gives Troy an A for not mentioning the Peach Bowl for several days.
Well, he still has several more days to go.
He does, but so far, it's just a progress report. It's not a report card. So right now, he's got an A.
Well, judging by his record of forgetting that he says he's going to do things and doesn't follow through with them, I'm going to give it, what is he? He's got to go 2 weeks, I think is the initial challenge.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay. I will take the notion that he will probably forget he wasn't supposed to say it and will slip up and say it.
The best thing we could do is not talk about it, because he'll forget.
Because he'll forget.
The more we talk about it, the more likely he'll...
Except we do need to remind him that he still forgot my birthday present.
Don't worry about that, Shirley. Do not worry. I was outraged yesterday when he came in and said, I almost got you something for your birthday this year.
Yeah.
So, who cares? But you didn't. And he said, yeah, but not yet. I might get it tomorrow. Guess what? They didn't get anything today. Guess what? He's not going to get anything next week. I'm going to continue to talk about this until he gets you something for your birthday. I'm going to shame him into it. So there you go. ECU football just put out a video.
Just watch it. It looks pretty cool.
What's the music on it? I'm just curious. I can't.
Hold on. Let me pull it up
quietly.
Well, I can pull it up on mine. Yeah, hold on.
Is it something that'll get us kicked off YouTube?
I hope not, but hold on. Here we go. If you have not seen this, you need to go. Well, we just retweeted it on our social media, but this thing
is sick. They're calling it
the blackout.
No, well, they're calling it the Night of the Boneyard.
Ooh.
ECU's kickoff to Halloween weekend will start with Night of the Boneyard on Thursday against USF.
I just got
ESPN.
chills. You can't fake that.
Man, you know what they need in that video?
What?
Little scary.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want me in there? I play football.
They can't catch me. You know why? Because I'm a ghost.
Because I'm a ghost.
All right. Oh, yeah. We got a giveaway coming up at the end of this segment.
That's right. Just listen for a little scary.
Let's hear some Mike Houston. He was asked how Wednesday's practice went last night.
Very good. That's 2 of the better bye week practices I've had. I mean, had great attitudes. They had great energy today. It was a really good day. You know, we did a lot, and we worked on some things we needed to improve on. We introduced Houston the last 2 days and worked on started working on a game plan for them. Did a lot of special teams work. Did some special situations work. And then we're letting some of the non-travel guys and some of the travel guys that haven't played much this year, letting them get some live work at the end of each practice the last 2 days, and we're going to let them scrimmage tomorrow. So it'll be fun to watch those guys get some reps.
All right, Mike Houston there. Matt also points out on Facebook, Troy didn't get you anything for your birthday, but check this out. I bought a shirt at the airport. Well done, Matt.
And another shirt that says, "Trust me, I'm a doctor."
Yeah, that he thought was awesome.
So that was 2 shirts and an honorable mention of a birthday present that I haven't seen yet.
For himself.
Shirley, I got me this for your birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what?
Thanks for being born on this day.
Kind of a genius move by Troy D, now that I think about it.
I'm celebrating my birthday.
And he got it on sale. You know, he got a good deal on it. And,
yeah.
You know, whatever. He
opened a present from himself to himself on live camera on your birthday. Oh, man.
After saying that he thought about getting you a present.
And you know what, Chandler? I'm a little upset with you, too, because he threw you in with him. Like, ask Chandler. And you were like, yeah, he thought about it. He almost did.
I mean, but no, I just said he mentioned it. I didn't say that, like, I'm not defending him.
All you did was validate what he actually.
That day, I said he mentioned, out of the blue, he said, "Hey, it's Shirley's birthday. I need to stop by. What does she like?"
Well, he asked you what she liked?
Yep.
Oh, man. The story just
I didn't mean to throw him under the bus like that.
Oh, the hole gets deeper and deeper. I love it.
Awesome. All right. Cut to Shirley. What's the plan for Thursday's practice?
Full go live. And, some of the young quarterbacks will get some work. Everybody's excited about that. Young running backs, young linemen, young defensive kids, young receivers. I mean, it's just, a lot of the guys have been, working the scout stuff. And, and again, even some of the travel guys that just haven't played much, they get to get some live reps tomorrow. And it's always good. We do this every year, and the team loves tomorrow. I mean, it's just, they'll be real spirited. They'll be highly competitive. And they'll be running around and hitting. They always are. It's a fun deal for everybody. Probably, very few staff members will be here. It'll be me and the coordinators and the line coaches. That's about it. Everybody else is hitting the road recruiting tonight, and we'll all be on the road, the end of the week. So.
All right. Stephen Igo asked Donnie K about Walter Simmons, the freshman QB. He asked Coach Houston about him as well and how he is coming along.
He's improving. The big thing we're working on is his throwing mechanics. I mean, he's got incredible feet. I mean, he can go. Now he wants to play quarterback at the college level. That's what he wants to do, because we've talked about other positions. He's going to take some development, but obviously he has some God-given talent. And you'd have to tweak our offense a little bit for a guy like him. But if he can develop, if he can continue to improve the throwing mechanics, I could easily see a day where he's a starting quarterback in this league.
All right, Mike Houston there on Walter Simmons. We're doing 2 shows here. We're doing one show for the folks that tune in for the football. We're doing another one that likes the nonsense and the inner workings at Pirate Radio. Back to that real quick. Matt points out on Facebook, we've worked together for over 20 years, and he asked Chandler, what does Shirley like?
Oh, no, even better. I have had listeners who I have met only once or twice, or some I have not met at all over the years, give me birthday presents.
Yeah.
But in 24 years of working with Troy...
Maybe Troy should ask our listeners what Shirley likes.
Because I can guarantee you, they know what I like.
Troy knows what he likes.
Of course.
Maybe you'd like a
he
nice...
He likes breathable... What was the name of that?
Johnson and Murphy.
Johnson and Murphy, and then Dr. Seuss t-shirt?
And Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Would you like that? Do you like that? You like that?
No.
Okay. Back to the audio. Mike Houston likes his squad sticking together. Glenn Griffin asked the question about, after losses, after wins, it seems like either way it galvanizes the team, and Mike Houston spoke on that. Cut 4.
Yeah, and I think there's 2 things that are very important, for how this group handles things. It's number one, it's their character. And I'm not saying they're angels or they're perfect, but the character of our program is really good. Number two is just the camaraderie and the unity of the group, and they stick together, through thick and thin. That's the way you want it. It's not like that everywhere, and it certainly was not like that when we first started. But it's something that they work very hard at, and those are two qualities I'm very proud of with this group.
Chad on Twitter says, if that's what Troy D got Shirley for her birthday, can't wait to see what he gets himself for Clip's birthday.
Okay, you know what? Just to prove my point, if you're listening to this show right now and you are on Twitter, I would like for you to include my Twitter handle, tweet me, and then include Troy, and tell Troy what I like. Just tell Troy what I like.
This is called Tell Troy What Shirley Likes. People who know Shirley a lot less than Troy. Tell Troy what Shirley likes.
That works with him every day.
That's awesome.
And has been for the last 24 years. Please tell him what I like.
But if I'm Troy here, I'm sticking with what he did yesterday. I am treating myself for everyone's birthday in my life. I think that's a great idea, actually. Like,
oh my goodness.
Oh, it's your birthday? Well, I need to go buy a new hat from Lids for myself.
I'm celebrating you by celebrating me.
Yes, because I love you, and you want me to be happy, right?
Right. Yes.
So I'm going to buy myself something on your birthday, and I'm going to open it in front of you.
Even better.
All right. Mike Houston was asked by Jenny what the overall health of the team through 6 games.
Pretty good. I mean, especially mid-season. Obviously we've been a little bit snake bit there at the one position on offense at the tackle spot. Hoping to get Rob back, maybe even next week. He's making a pretty quick return. So. Outside of that, pretty healthy. Right now the big thing is just bumps and bruises, which that's this week's been good for that. Those 2 running backs have taken a lot of pounding the first 6 games, and so this has been good to kind of get some of that off of them this week and give them some time to recover. And there's been some guys that have played a lot of snaps, and so it's been good to give them some time to recover. So it's been a good week so far.
Glenn asked Mike Houston how much he's able to focus on and pay attention to the big picture of the ECU football program as a whole, not just the team, not just this week, not just this season, but things that are a bigger picture focus, and he addressed that. Cut 6.
Well, in season, not a ton. The renovations, we actually started those my first year. And they got put on hold with the pandemic and funding and stuff, and so it went a long time with not getting done. So we were fortunate to have some donors step up and help us with the funding so that we could finish those off, and so it's been really good. But when I took the job, I had a vision of everything, and it's been a lot of work. We're not where we want to be yet, but we're getting there, and we're getting there pretty quickly. So. I'm excited about everything within the program. I told the kids today I'm excited about them. I'm excited about the second half of the season. I'm excited about the game next week down in Houston. So, there's lots of positive energy around the program, and we have a lot of loyal Pirates that are on this journey with us.
All right, Mike Houston there. When we return, a little bit more Mike Houston, a little more Blake Harrell, and more on Birthday Gate. But right now, we will make you a winner. We got a $25 gift card to Halloween Express.
That is correct.
Caller 12.
I'm a ghost.
Little Scary?
Little Scary says caller number 12.
Caller 12, 317-1250 right now wins a $25 gift card to Halloween Express. We'll be back with more. Enjoy the stylings of Little Scary.
I'm dead because I am a ghost. I'm a ghost and I do the most. Living life, not living life, cause I'm dead, man. Told you I was dead. In the graveyard, that's what I said. I don't have a head, I don't have an arm, I don't have a leg. Where's my leg? I don't really know, but they cut it off. Man, that really, really hurt. But I'm okay now because I am living in the afterlife, and I am chilling with my afterwife in the afterlife. I got 3 kids. Say what? I got 4 kids. Oh my. I got so many kids, man, you don't even know how many kids it is. I'm a ghost. He's a ghost. I'm a ghost. That man's a ghost. I'm a ghost and I've be doing the most, cause I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. Spooky. I ain't a live man, cause I'm a mother ghost. Yeah.
On Saturdays, your team needs you, your sofa needs you, and you need a Jersey Mike's sub. Get it all with free Saturday delivery when you order through the Jersey Mike's app. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. This Saturday, while you watch the game at home, we're watching the grill at Jersey Mike's. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery on Saturdays, unless you're going to miss hearing this. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirates, this is Holt Nailers. A big part of my success on the field is what I eat at home. To keep my body filled up, I order meals off a Clean Eats meal plan. I choose the meals I want from 6 different meals offered each week, and I pick them up on Sunday or Monday at the cafe on Red Banks Road. Each meal is packed with the perfect mix of healthy proteins, carbs, and veggies to keep my engine running at full speed. Go to CleanEats.com, click on meal plans, or stop by the cafe and get all the info. Clean Eats and the Pirates, a winning combination.
When a storm hits, you can count on Greenville Utilities. They put their emergency storm plan into action to restore power as quickly and safely as possible. If you experience an outage, call them toll-free at 1-855-767-2482. The automated hotline can handle a large number of calls at once, virtually eliminating busy signals, so help can be on the way as fast as possible. Remember, GUC's emergency hotline number is 1-855-767-2482.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Kyle Gaines from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Not only will you feature a great selection of pre-owned inventory for sale, but we'll also buy your vehicle even if you don't buy one from us. Drive a little, save a lot. Give us a call and make a short trip to Washington and let us buy your vehicle today. It is totally worth it. We also service all makes and models at our state-of-the-art service department. Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram between Greenville and Washington, and WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Hey, this is Troy D., proud ECU grad from the class of 94. And if you know me, you know I love the 90s here at ECU. It was some of our glory days, including bowl games, the Peach Bowl, and even a March Madness appearance. Relive those days with my friends from Tailgate Classics. Tailgate Classics is a cool retro store with all types of merchandise, including the 90s ECU vintage tees and hats. Check out Tailgate Classics in person, 304 Evans Street, or online at shoptailgateclassics.com. Tailgate Classics, bringing back the throwbacks. University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. Unfortunately, many organizations today simply react to IT issues after the damage is done. This is known as the break-fix cycle in the tech service industry. University PC Care's Business Services Division has a better way, a proactive solution called BizCare. What's at your office? Call William at University PC Care today to schedule your free BizCare consultation or learn more at universitypccare.com.
Have you been waiting to try CBD? ENS Hemp on Fire Tower Road in Greenville is the area leader in CBD. We want to educate you on how our products work with your endocannabinoid system. These products are all natural and non-addictive. ENS offers a variety of products to meet your needs. Tinctures, edibles, topicals, and even smokable items. Customer feedback indicates relief from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. ENS Hemp is located on Fire Tower Road. Also, check us out on our Instagram and Facebook pages.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Hardscapes. Making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio fireplace, pool walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call. Get started on your dreams today at Carolina Hardscapes on Fire Tower Road, across from Bostic Sugg Furniture. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio fireplace, pool walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call at 364-1201. Or you can stop by the Carolina Hardscapes Outdoor Showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Oak Furniture. Get started on your dreams today at Carolina Hardscapes. And congratulations to Monica Keefe of Winterville. Picked up a $25 gift card to Halloween Express. It's Halloween time, and the local folks at Halloween Express in Greenville has you covered for everything Halloween. They've got masks, costumes, and all the accessories, anything you can possibly imagine. They have something for everyone, from kids to adults. They're open every day at their new location on Greenville Boulevard in the Target Shopping Center. Happy Halloween from Halloween Express. And a clip coming up tomorrow, we will give away 2 more of those gift cards along with our free beer on Friday.
What are we doing?
We're going crazy.
Man. We are out of our
which means
ever-loving mind.
Little Scary will make an appearance again tomorrow.
All right.
We're out of our skulls.
Very good. Very good. Need to see if Little Scary can get back in the lab and make some new hits.
Back in the lab.
Can't top the first one, but it might get old after a while. But
no.
Johnny on Twitter said, Little Scary slaps harder than most mixtapes I hear I am subjected to while trying to refuel at local gas stations. So,
oh, yeah. Good point.
Start bumping Little Scary when you ride through your convenience store. I got a birthday coming up. Steve said he is going to get himself a new Braves jersey for himself for my birthday.
Wow.
So the trend is spreading out there. This is the new trend.
He said, because I care, damn it.
And every time you see him with it on, you can go, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for honoring my birthday by you buying yourself something. That is...
Now, Pack the Jungle says that Troy could go lame as a book, which is the Abby Wambach book called Forward. While I appreciate that sentiment, I already own said book. So I want another one.
He knows what you like.
Yes, but he does know what I like without
working with you for
20 plus years.
And doesn't have to ask anybody. That's all I'm saying. He didn't have to ask nobody.
Oh, this is great. I love what this show has become. Thank you, Tony Collins, for forgetting to come in today, which that happened, by the way.
He did forget?
Well,
what the hell's going on around here?
I'm going to blame myself.
He's a ham man.
Because Troy is Tony's agent/handler.
Uh-huh.
So he's got his standing spot here Thursdays at 5. But Troy has to remind Tony. But guess who needs to remind Troy to remind Tony? Me. So this one...
So you're Troy's handler then?
In this case, yeah.
You're the handler of Tony.
Exactly. So what happened was...
That's a lot of handling.
Somebody needed to remind me to remind Troy to remind Tony to come on the show today. So
I hope that wasn't me.
No, this one's on me. This one's all on me.
So it starts with you then.
It's a team effort.
But...
It's a team effort.
It turned into this awesome hour of radio that, sorry, Troy, turned into a Troy roast on Twitter, including Redbeard. So Troy opened up his shirt yesterday on the air.
Appreciate this enough.
I joked that because Chad said, man, if Troy got that for Shirley for himself, what's he going to get himself for your birthday clip? And I said he might go all out and buy 3 shirts for himself on my birthday. And Redbeard said, hopefully one of the shirts won't look like a purple version of a Pizza Hut tablecloth. Oh, no.
Oh, good. No respect.
No respect. I tell you what, when he opened that thing up...
There's local politics, bud.
Thank you, Larry.
Local politics, bud.
When he opened that shirt up, I had the overwhelming desire to spread it across the table and enjoy a nice big pizza pie.
Well, that ain't it.
Speaking of Mike Houston, y'all want to know what Mike Houston's doing this weekend?
Watching football.
Let's pry into his personal life and find out what Mike Houston is doing during the bye week.
I'm doing whatever those 2 boys and my wife tell me I'm doing on Saturday. So the little one wants to go see some new Venom movie or something. So I imagine that'll be Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. But it'll just be a family time, and that's you don't get that very often during the season. And the older one's getting to where he's really into sports and stuff. So I'm sure there'll be some game of horse or some pickup or something in the back driveway or whatever. But it'll just be a family day.
All right, family day. We'll all we won't talk to you tomorrow, Chan Man. So what are you doing this weekend?
Probably going to watch some football. Visit Grandma.
A visit to Grandma.
And sit on her couch and watch football.
I talked to my grandma last night because I didn't call her during the Braves game on Tuesday, and I wanted to know if she watched it. Sure enough, she said, that was a good ball game last night.
Ball game, Cliff.
She still loves her Braves. I mean, my dad got me into the Redskins back in the day, but really my grandparents got me into the Braves. They were Braves
Well, yeah, for the longest time, the Braves baseball was all you could get on television.
Yeah, on the Superstation.
Yep,
on TBS. And she had neighbors who had family in South Carolina, and I went to my first Braves game as a child with my grandparents' neighbors, who, it sounds weird, but I saw them play the Padres when they had Fred McGriff and Gary Sheffield, and also saw a game against the Dodgers in the very early 90s. At Fulton County Stadium.
Cool, neat story.
Cool, neat story. Chad says Troy D when it's his employee's birthday and he has the picture of T.O. and it says I love me some me. Hey, so, Troy, I did not mean for this to turn into a Troy roast. We were just talking about your thought. Your thought gift.
His thought process.
That turned into a gift for himself.
That turned into a gift for himself.
That you opened live on the air in front of Shirley on her birthday.
I wonder if he's on the plane or if he's off the plane yet and his phone is just going nuts. He's like, what in the world is going on right now?
We are shaming him into getting Shirley a gift, folks. This is going to be awesome. So, Shirley, congrats to you. You're going to get something out of this. What? I don't know yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm almost afraid to find out now.
But you're going to have
because could it be like a revenge gift?
Yeah, it might be a spite gift. He's going to
come back next week, and he's going to say, Shirley, I got you a ticket to see New Kids on the Block. But I'm going next week. Just for you.
You know
I'll
what?
be there.
It'll be like some random thing from the airport that he picked up somewhere.
Oh, yeah. In the Chicago airport.
Like I'll get a pen from like some place in the airport.
He's gonna get you.
Or like if he's staying at a hotel, it'll be like a hotel notepad.
He's gonna get you a Cubs shirt, and you're a Cubs fan, right, Shirley? You like the Cubs.
Oh. Sure.
That's gonna be something like that.
What was the gift that the guy gave? It was in Christmas Vacation. He was expecting a big bonus, and he got a Jelly of the Month Club.
Jelly of the Month Club.
Sure. Troy just chimed in.
Oh, God.
Where's he at?
He's at a big-time middle school football game.
Jag Dogs.
Pictured Hunter Ellerby, Jonathan Ellerby, Mark Washington, and Troy wearing his new shirt.
No, I don't think
that just makes that just is that the new shirt?
It's like a checkered.
It's got ECU on it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. He's got a lot of.
Well, that would have been apropos if he was wearing the new shirt.
Should I say nice shirt?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. Nice shirt. Send. Boom. Sent. What are we doing here?
We're roasting our boss live on the air is what we're doing.
This is not a good idea. This came back to haunt John Gruden. We hadn't said anything bad yet, though.
He did confirm.
We didn't send in any emails.
That's true.
He confirmed that it's not the new shirt.
Not the new shirt.
You're not that shirt, pal.
You're not that shirt, pal.
You're not that shirt.
Guy.
Well, I mean, how many purple shirts does he own? Because they all look the same to me. Sometimes he comes in, I'm like, didn't you wear that yesterday?
You're a shirtist, Shirley.
I am a shirtist.
Okay. Let's get our final break in. We will come back.
Finish the roast.
We have to end the show.
Troy's gonna give her the new Bears flag that he got for free. Robert says, "Give that man a break. He got that tablecloth half price." I think we're gonna get in trouble for this one. Laugh it up while we can, folks. We might be in trouble after this show.
That's all right.
But we had fun, right?
I mean, look, if I finally get a present after 24 years, I figured I'm going out on a high note.
So, John Mooney said...
What did John Mooney say?
John Mooney said, what bowl games did Mark win? Trying to get the Peach Bowl out of
Leonard says, remember that Troy said he was going in Universal store to look for something for his kids?
And he came out with a shirt for himself?
He left with a Dr. Seuss shirt for himself. Oh, this is too fun.
We got to get a break.
All right, we're back after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Cadillac. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Cadillac CT5 lease at $489 a month, 10,000 miles a year for 36 months for qualified buyers. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttech@greenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Hey, Troy D here for my friends at Villa Verde. If you know me, you know I love being outside, but finding a good place to eat outside can sometimes be tough. Well, our pals at Villa Verde have fixed that. Not only does Villa Verde have awesome, unique, one-of-a-kind dishes here in Greenville, they also have a brand new outside dining area. And this outside area is sweet. It's covered, you're in the shade, and cooling fans are on. Enjoy the comfort and relaxation of dining outside with our friends at Villa Verde. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good.
Hi, this is Todd Mitchum with Mercer Glass, Eastern North Carolina's most complete glass company. Mercer Glass specializes in windows, shower doors, auto glass, and mirrors. We can install or repair almost anything made of glass in your home or business. So give us a call at Mercer Glass. That's 752-5101. That's 752-5101.
This is ECU basketball coach Joe Dooley, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Hardscapes. Making memories with your family and friends is what life is all about. If you have a dream of having a backyard patio fireplace, pool walkways, fire pits, or more, then Carolina Hardscapes is the place to call. Get started on your dreams today at Carolina Hardscapes on Fire Tower Road, across from Bostic Sun Furniture. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report as we close out the show. The Dow was up 534 points at 34,912. The NASDAQ was up 251 points at 14,823. And the S&P was ahead 74 at 4,438. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to you, Clip.
All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. That was the show. I don't know if y'all enjoyed it, but we did. And that's what it's all about, especially on your birthday. Us enjoying things and not caring if you do or not.
The memes are coming in. That's like a stuffed crust pepperoni pizza delivered to my house.
Twitter is going mad.
We have broke Twitter.
Troy D's going to be mad.
Look, I'll take all the heat for it in the staff meeting.
This was a fun one. We'll be back Friday, 3 o'clock for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Coach Rick Smith will join us. We'll talk ECU football, NFL, and a lot more with you Friday at 3. For Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, Clip Rock, thank you, folks, for making me laugh on this Thursday, late. All right, I'm out here. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of